What's going on, everybody? Rogers Base here with Season 3, Episode 18 of Japan Time. This is going to be a nice, chill episode. Even though it's been a while since the last episode, there really hasn't been a lot of Smash Brothers news. There have been some rumors that we'll go over, and of course there have been some pick of the days. But really, we're just going to have some freeform discussions about the future of competitive Smash. We're going to talk a little bit about the Naruto event that Shofu was just at. We're going to do a What You've Been Playing segment, talking about some of the other games we've been playing, like Octopath and WarioWare. And we're going to answer some viewer questions. So I think it should be a lot of fun. Who's here with me this week? We've got McDareth.
Hey, everyone.
We've got Mike.
Hi.
We've got Zeph.
Hi.
Who's apparently unbanned on Twitter, but then is going to be banned again. And so he has like a plan with his secondary account. So what's going on there? What happened with you and Twitter since the last episode?
They banned me for evading a previous ban that was unjust to begin with. So I'm going to use
what was the official ban reason? Like, what was the
I broke Twitter rules because like they put new rules in place recently, and I broke them years before the rules were made. So they banned me. But it was like it only happened because of this shit going around called Threat Slayer, and it was like people mass reporting tweets. So like me, Styles, a bunch of like innocent people got banned.
Why are they going after you guys in particular?
I don't know. It was a bunch of people.
They were just putting people down. They were like searching keywords, and when they'd find them those keywords, they just mass reported.
Yeah, like if I let's say I Adam and I said I'll beat your ass, they would report that and say, he's threatening this person. They're not friends at all.
Wow. All right. Well, hopefully you get that sorted out. And of course, this is on Shofu's channel, so Shofu is here as well.
You already know. It's your boy, Burnt Toast. And we here.
Burnt Toast?
With Japan Time. Yeah, that's my name now. Burnt Toast.
What happened to Trap Ketchum? What happened to
No, we
Wolf
burnt
Slayer?
toast.
Burnt Toast?
And you miracle.
Now, what happened to Bill Gates? I need to know.
Well, Bill Gates is still your name on For Glory, right? You still go by Bill Gates.
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway,
Is that going to change in Ultimate? It's going to be another 5 years.
Anyways, on to the podcast.
No. This is a great first topic. Let's talk about what you're.
No, don't worry about that's the least significant thing we're going to talk about today. That's literally, who cares?
I guess. Well, let's start with a What You've Been Playing segment, because it's been a really busy couple weeks for video games. There was a Nindies Direct earlier, and we've all been playing very different things. So I actually want to start off with our resident ex-editor, Mike. Mike, you've been playing some WarioWare, you've been playing some Pocket Camp, so what do you want to start with?
I just got WarioWare today, and it's been pretty good. I haven't played a WarioWare since Touched on the DS, I think that was.
Does this one have the DIY minigame stuff still in there, where you could make your own minigames, or is it just like a compilation game?
I don't know, is there? Zeph, do you know?
What?
Does this have DIY stuff?
I never played that one because that was the Wii one, right?
I think it was on Wii, but it was also on 3DS. It's the one where you could make your own minigames.
Yeah, I don't know. If it was on Wii, I never played it.
The reason I brought that up is because I saw on Twitter earlier there was a guy who did the Rhythm Heaven minigame, like the Piku 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 de Ska with the wrestler, and they replaced the reporter with LeFou, and they made the wrestler Gaston. And it was very much on brand because it was Disney and it was also Nintendo. And I was just curious if that was the new game or one of the old ones. But I guess that might have been the old one if it just came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting and cool how many ways they can like mix up the micro games, because there's a bunch of different challenge modes you can unlock. And so there's one where you can hold the 3DS and tilt it upwards to make the minigames go faster.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it's all really cool.
And then, is there any Ashley in this game now that she's not in Smash Brothers?
It makes me sad.
I'm still kind of surprised. Like there were all those comics floating around the past week with Ashley and Waluigi in the background with King K. Rool playing the trumpet. And I'm just always surprised at how big Ashley's fan base is, considering all the other cool characters that are in WarioWare. You've got like Mona and Jimmy T and 9volt, who's like
Every
a
last
retro
one of
kinda
them's
guy.
a fucking weirdo.
I like Jimmy, man. Jimmy's cool. The disco dancer dude.
I ain't talking about Jimmy. I'm talking about the Ashley fans.
Oh yeah, they actually. Oh, all right. I wasn't gonna call him weird, but I mean,
I'm just playing.
if you want to call him weird, that's fine. But yeah.
She's
Anything
a
else?
character. It would have been cool to have her playable.
Anything else about Ashley and WarioWare though? Like, does she have a new mini game? Does she have like a new?
She
cutscene,
has
new song?
a mini game that you can unlock, but I haven't unlocked it yet. It's like an apple picking one or a pumpkin picking one. I don't know.
Lots of people in
It's
the
fun.
chat are saying Ashley fans are Lolly fans.
All right. Okay.
I'm reading the chat. I'm just saying what the chat's saying. And then Shy Ranger says, according to Roger, an assist trophy is not the same thing. Is the same thing as not in Smash. Well, I mean, like they're in Smash Brothers. They're just an assist trophy.
People are
not a
just
playable-
ungrateful, man. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
I'm happy Shovel Knight's in there at
That's what
all.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's clout. Shovel Knight has enough clout to even be in the game, period, for any reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When I saw Zero and Shovel Knight, I got excited. I wasn't sad or anything.
No. And I think if anything, them being assist trophies at one point ups their chances for future games of eventually being playable. There've been tons of assist trophies that
Yeah.
have then become playable characters. You got Little Mac, you got Dark Samus. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities for some of the newer characters to then be made into playable characters. Heck, we still haven't seen Isabelle or Shadow. So if they're in Smash Ultimate, they'll be characters that were upgraded from the assist trophy status as well. Maybe Isaac. Coast
Yeah,
is a
Isaac
talk about
and
Isaac.
Ray as well.
Yep, Ray01 from.
Yeah.
I have a really good
Professor
feeling
Rowan.
that Isaac's going to be in.
Y'all
It's
fucking-
weird. That's
you
been going
know
around.
that character not going to be in.
That's been going around a lot recently, though, and I'm curious as to why.
Bro,
Like,
Isaac
what's
is
sort of
more
brought up
relevant
the
than King K.
resurgence?
Rool, bro.
I mean, but is Duck Hunt
They're
relevant?
they're literally scraping the bottom of the barrel now, though.
I don't think it's necessarily scraping the bottom of the barrel as much as it's like answering fan desires. People
Yeah,
want
Yeah,
that.
that's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't put King K. Rool in there to sell anything. That character's been... He hasn't even been in a Donkey Kong game in how long now?
Exactly. People just
Yeah.
wanted him in it. And
I
so
think
Sakurai
it's
was
weird
like,
that
"All right,
it
you want
took this long for K. Rool to be in, considering how important he actually is.
Is he really, though?
He's
He's
not
not
that
even like the
important.
main villain of Donkey Kong anymore.
Right.
He's like the only other main villain that's missing from an important Nintendo series.
But he's not important himself.
Yeah, but he was at a point.
Yeah, how long
I
ago?
also
15
think
years
prior
ago?
to this game, like if you look at Smash 4 and then you look at Ultimate, there's way more villains in Ultimate than ever before. You got the return of Wolf, you've got Ridley as a newcomer, you've got K. Rool as a newcomer. So I feel like they're going with trying to add more villain characters with this game. But I don't know, maybe that's a theme of the adventure mode. Maybe we'll find that out a little bit later. I can't even think of really any villains they could still add.
I think it's more of a rivalry thing than a villain thing, because it's
Yeah.
like
It's
Meta
one of
Knight's a
those called
rival, not a
rivals.
villain. And same with, there's another character, Wolf. He's not really a villain. He's like an anti-hero at the end of the game.
Right. I was gonna say Marks from Kirby, but actually now he's kind of an ally too. He's not even really a villain anymore. But I do think
Not
Marks would be
canon.
kind of cool. The Black Knight, if they want to do like an echo of Ike, they could throw the Black Knight from Fire Emblem in there. He did have a Mii
Shadow.
costume.
I really
Shadow?
think that he
Yeah.
has a shot just because of, like, I guess story reasons in Fire Emblem, but I don't know if that matters.
Oh, should we talk about the stage?
The stage. What do you mean?
In Brawl and Smash 4, Black Knight was on Castle Siege,
Uh-huh.
but now he's not anymore.
Oh, he was removed from the background?
Yeah.
Wait, where is he on Castle Siege?
He was in the second form, all the way in the back.
What? Hold on, I gotta take a
never
look at
noticed
it
that.
now. Wait,
Kurogane
yeah.
Hammer also tweeted about that though, and it looks, what he said was the Smash 4 model in the background might just be the red in the armor being exaggerated because of the darker lighting.
Okay.
So it might not be him at all. It might just be a look-alike.
I mean, I'd personally be okay with Black Knight. I think that'd be awesome, but I think
Yeah.
people would riot if they added another Fire Emblem character, especially another Fire Emblem Echo. They had Chrom and then they had in Black Knight. But I feel like they're popular characters and people have asked for them. It's not like Sakurai is just willy-nilly throwing Fire Emblem characters in there. And, you know, the Fire Emblem characters are competitive. People like playing as them in the competitive community. So I don't feel like there's any problem with throwing them in there.
There was never
I don't think there's a
problem.
real reason to dislike Fire Emblem characters being in, because like slots literally don't exist.
Nope.
There's no reason why. If let's say they didn't add Crom, they wouldn't add a character in his spot. There would just be one less character overall from the roster missing.
Right.
Dude, people have I don't it's getting out of hand, bro. People have it in their heads that there's some criteria they always followed. We can throw that out the window at this point.
Yeah.
People say if this
we got
character's
Cloud in
this
the
char-
last game.
Yeah, it's
We got
crazy,
Time
dude.
with Rule. Yeah.
Everybody does it though. I see it all the time. People are saying like people act like Sakurai has a list that he looks at before he adds a character in. Like he's just not like he doesn't just wake up one day like, we should add this character in. Like there's no criteria that's followed. At this point we should all know that.
There's no criteria, but he does actually come up with the list of characters before the game.
No, I'm
comes
not
out.
saying
When he does
that.
the
I'm
design
saying
document.
that like
Yeah.
people will assume like what Zeph just said. People will assume a Fire Emblem character's taking the slot of another character. But whoever said that? Nobody ever said that.
Yeah,
If
just
anything,
because
they
like
said
Crom
otherwise.
is in the
Yeah.
just because Crom is in the game doesn't mean that you missed your shot at getting what Isaac isn't in just because they put Crom in.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
shit doesn't happen.
There's so many
Yeah.
other things that are like that people just come up with out of the blue, and it's ridiculous.
I mean, and Sakurai could do whatever he wants. You know?
Exactly.
He's like, this is his series. If he likes a character, and we know Sakurai is a massive Fire Emblem fan. He always has been. Honestly, Smash is the reason Fire Emblem is even a thing in the West. So I do feel like it is thanks to him that now everybody in America thinks of Roy and Marth and all the other Fire Emblem characters. I think that's the reason why even Path of Radiance came to North America when they put it on GameCube. So, yeah. I don't know. Black Knight would be pretty cool, though. I guess while we're on the topic of character speculation and talking about villains in the game, let's talk about that rumor that's been going around recently about Skull Kid. So I don't know the full details of this. I've kind of been out of the loop, but apparently Verge Ben, is that the guy's name?
Is there a picture or a tweet? Where are they at?
Yeah, so let me actually link you to the chart right here. You could pull it up. Oh, ignore that first thing I just pasted into Discord. But the second thing, here we go. And there's a chart at like the 15-second mark that you can put up on screen. But basically, Relax and the guys over at Source Gaming have put together a lot of different pictures and things that might be teasing Skull Kid and evidence for Skull Kid being in the game. And Verge Ben, who's one of those leakers who's actually been getting a lot of stuff right, and in fact has said things that I was able to corroborate, and I think that you guys, well, Shofu at least, was able to corroborate as well.
Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, yeah, I linked
This
it.
this big ass.
The big chart, yeah, where it says Skull Kid and Ultimate.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff to dissect here, but basically we were already on the topic of villains being added to the game. And you know, Zelda, they already have 3 Links, they've got 2 Zeldas, they've got Ganon. So I think they are due for another Zelda-esque character that isn't one of the main 3. And I think the most popular villain that could possibly get in is the Skull Kid. Some people would argue Vati, but I do feel like the Skull Kid is more recognizable. Majora's Mask has been in since Melee. It was a stage even in one of the event matches in Melee, and it's been a trophy in all the other games. Skull Kid was an assist trophy last time around and was removed as an assist trophy. But let's just sort of go through this chart and see what people are talking about. So the first thing that I want to bring up, which, by the way, is absolutely not a hint that Waluigi is going to be in the game. I don't know why people are talking about this. The chairs, the purple and yellow
Dude,
chairs.
First of all, those chairs are more like Wario's colors anyways. Yellow ain't that much on... Waluigi doesn't have that much yellow on him.
And Waluigi's
Yellow
already
and
an
purple
assist
are Wario's
trophy.
colors, not Waluigi's stupid ass.
It's like if he's already been confirmed as an assist trophy, why do people think they're gonna like put 2 Waluigis in the game?
Because
and
if
put
they
an assist
tweeted
trophy
enough
version
crude
in?
images of Sakurai, he might change his mind.
There's no way. If anything, he's gonna double down. People leaked out that information with Roy and Ryu, and then Sakurai was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make K. Rool and Crom and the Black Knight and Monster Hunter. I'm gonna make them all me costumes. Screw you guys. I never forgot what you did. So I feel like because he could have
agree
added
with
K.
this
Rool
part,
as
by the
DLC
way.
in Smash 4. What'd you say?
I agree with this chart. Like from the left, like when you read left to right, it starts off really crazy and fucking stupid. But when you get more to the right side, I start to understand why people think that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. So first off, we were talking about the chairs, and that's kind of crazy. But the chairs, as you see from the picture, very clearly do look like Tattle and Tail, which are the Skull Kids fairies, and the background pillow does kind of look like a Skull Kid texture. People brought up here that the moon is already an assist trophy, and so far there's only been one Zelda assist trophy per game. And when the Skull Kid was an assist trophy in Smash 4, he did not summon the moon. He did like a Chaos Control-esque time warp kind of thing. So they ended up putting in the moon separately. I just think it's weird because I feel like the moon would have been the final smash of Skull Kid. Like, I think, like, if the Skull Kid does end up getting in, his final smash will probably have something to do with Majora's Wrath. But if you first were going to tell me, like, oh, we're going to throw Skull Kid in there, I would have thought the moon would have been there.
Yeah, the assist trophy looks perfect for his final smash, but I think he could just also transform into Majora and then have a cinematic thing like DDD or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Olimar's final smash in Smash 4 is also an item, so it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Unprecedented.
It is. It is.
I'd like to see Skull Kid because we haven't had a new Zelda character in the game since Brawl.
Yeah.
Like Toon Link is the most recent, and he's not even really that different.
No. And Skull Kid be awesome. I mean, like,
Yeah, he'd be really cool.
And he's already got
he's my
stage.
favorite villain, I think, from Zelda.
yeah. We already have the Great Base Stage coming back from Majora's Mask, the new up-resed HD version of it. So he already has a home stage. People also brought up that many of the newcomers in this game were already originally Mii costumes alongside Skull Kid, but there have been some Mii costumes that have been deconfirmed, such as Ashley, Zero, and Knuckles. But you can see on here, like Crom and King K. Rool have already become playable characters. I think there was an Isabelle Mii costume last time too, and that rumor's going around that Isabelle's going to be in it. So who knows? It also says in the chart that Young Link's final smash has yet to be shown yet, possibly a Fierce Deity final smash to match with the reveal of Skull Kid. That would be really cool. I would love to see that. I don't want to see the same old Triforce Slash that we saw with the other Links. I guess regular Link doesn't have that anymore. He has the arrow from Breath of the Wild, but I'm pretty sure it's already been confirmed that Toon Link has it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It says MIA, despite other characters with dedicated fan bases being deconfirmed. So once again, bringing up the thing with the basically the assist trophies like Waluigi and Ashley already being shown. Laz18, who was a leaker that correctly predicted the E3 showcase and the Direct, said that one of the newcomers is heavily implied to be Skull Kid. I don't really know what he means by that. The text is kind of small on this. It says at least 2 newcomers, one of them is strongly implied to be Skull Kid, as well as more Echo Fighters coming soon. So is that saying that he tried to get information about the game and somebody hinted to him that Skull Kid was going to be in it? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D was released the same year that the final roster was decided, which I actually think is a huge point in Skull Kid's favor. That, you know, they would have been thinking about Skull Kid and Majora's Mask around the time they put together the design documents for this game. So I do think that's a cool bonus. And then it also says here some kind of hero versus villain theme is going on, also pointed out by Laz18 and other leakers, and Skull Kid would be the perfect match for young Link.
But that was just for, wasn't that just for King K. Rool shit?
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing because then like,
They were
where's
watching that shit on the
Porky?
TV.
Where's Black Shadow? Characters like them are missing.
Well, I mean, a
think
lot
that's
of us
agreed.
assume that Shadow is probably going to be an Echo Fighter. or
No, I
something,
mean
or-
Black Shadow for
Shadow.
Captain Falcon.
Zero, yeah.
No, I know you're talking about Black Shadow, but I'm saying like there are more villains still to come that we assume are going to be in it, right? You've got Shadow. We were just talking about the Black Knight earlier, plus Skull Kid. I think the more villains, the better. This might just be a game where they're going to focus on adding villains, even if there isn't necessarily a theme to the adventure mode of heroes versus villains. They could at the very least just add a bunch of villain-esque characters. And Skull Kid would go right in line with that, so that'd be cool. It also says here, when Skull Kid was revealed as an assist trophy in Smash 4, Sakurai explicitly clarified that he's not a playable character, which means he knows that he's a popular pick. I actually remember doing this pick of the day on Japan Time during the first season, which is just kind of crazy to go back and look at this, and now we're looking at this as evidence for the next game. But Sakurai mentioned in the pick of the day, here's the newest assist trophy, Skull Kid. I repeat, he's an assist trophy, not a new fighter. The characters announced on the website are the fighters. So, again, clarifying that he was a popular pick. And finally, the chart lists that the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom from Earthbound reverses the directional inputs of the player, which is one of the abilities the Skull Kid assist trophy had in Smash 4. And note that the Shadow assist trophy and the timer item create the same effect despite being in the same game. Also, the Skull Kid effect is stage-wide, while the mushroom seems to be aimed. So there is a lot of evidence here for him, and people love Majora's Mask.
I think a lot of it can be reversed.
What do you mean by that?
So, like, for instance, the Skull Kid Assist Trophy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more so a confirmation that it's like more likely that he's just not in the game at all anymore. I also think that a lot of these points don't really mean too much.
The ones that I think do mean a decent amount are the 2015 year mark thing. The Ramblin' Mushroom thing is a good point.
Yeah.
And I guess the E3 leaker.
Yeah, who's apparently been right about a lot of stuff.
I want to kind of talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk.
It's been bothering me lately.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're really far into Smash now. Like, we have so many characters. I don't think that it's out of the question for somebody to guess characters and have them be right. Like saying Inkling, Ridley, and King K. Rool are going to be in the new Smash Bros. isn't crazy. Same with Simon Belmont. Even he's a huge icon that's been missing from the series forever. All of these text leaks for me hold no weight at all. I feel like if I came up with a list of 14 characters right now that will get into Smash, over half will be in.
Yeah, I feel like people are maybe taking too much into consideration when looking at some of these leaks. I know, like, when I put together my leak list, not the leak list, but, you know, the character prediction video that I did, I brought up characters like Dark Samus and King K. Rool, and I saw a lot of people writing in the comments there being like, oh my god, you know something? And I'm like, no, I don't know anything. It's just, I mean, I know one thing, but that is irrelevant. But, like, aside from that one thing, I don't know anything else that's going to be in the game. I'm just making an assumption based on characters that are popular. And so
it's pretty easy now.
Yeah. So I don't think it's like anything special to then bring up some of these characters. And I don't think we should look too much into it. I do think that it's important to note that this Vergebend guy called a lot of stuff. He didn't just mention, you know, like Simon Belmont and Ridley and the Ice Climbers. He was talking about very specific things that were at the E3 reveal. And then the Smash Direct, I think that Lowe's guy was the one who commented on things that were going to be in that, like the stage morph and stuff. So it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to at least look at them, but I also think we should look at them with a grain of salt, right? And there's so many rumors floating about right now. I think everybody either wants their rumor to be reported on by Etika or Game Explain, and so they just like try to piece together a really believable one, and they put it on 4chan, and they put out like a fake image. And the reason I bring that up is because it directly lines up with what we were just talking about with the Skull Kid, with that fake image of the Skull Kid in the roster of the game on the player select screen, which right away was fake because it was a different font from the demo, and also the characters were in a very like strange order, and it didn't look the same as the menus we've already seen. So I feel like whoever ended up working on that leak probably should have done a better job of trying to make it at least look like the demo a little bit.
I think the main point about the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom and then the moon being an assist trophy kind of gives it the strong argument of Skull Kid definitely being in the game. Yeah, that's like, I think those are the 2 points that only really matter. Most of the other stuff is I don't know, a little bit more of a reach.
Yeah. Somebody is bringing up though on the chart, it says these are the two most likely explanations: he's a playable character or he's just a boss fight. And we haven't really talked about that. Is if Subspace is coming back, and we know there are boss fights. We saw Dracula already. We saw Rathalos. Yeah, I could see the Skull Kid being a boss fight in some type of adventure mode.
Did you guys talk about how the trailer had like weird walk-off stages for the boss?
Yeah.
I mean, we did very briefly, but I mean, you could bring it up again here. So what were you going to talk about?
So with Rathalos and Dracula, there was only Simon on the stage versus Dracula, and the camera was focused on the boss, and the stage is completely different. Like, it's a walk-off. It's not like you saw when Pac-Man was holding onto the edge guy with the axe. So I think it's an adventure mode stage or something. And then the Rathalos stage is also a big walk-off that isn't on the stage list. And it was just one character versus Rathalos.
Yeah, it's heavily implied to only be one character. There's a scene at the end of the Castlevania trailer where it looks like Simon and Richter are fighting Dracula together, but they actually
I thought he straight up mentioned there was a way to do it with 2 people.
Did he? No.
I mean, it could just be. Have we seen event matches yet? I don't think we have. It
Or
could be an
maybe
event
we
match.
maybe it was seen and we'd speculated it was that way. I just remember it, because we saw both Simon and Richter definitely did attack him.
Yeah.
But that's not how it was. They actually split the video, so they show Simon Richter chase after him, but then they cut it and only show Richter fighting Dracula, and you can tell because of the throne in the background that it's actually
Yeah.
a different stage.
Okay.
Well, do you think? So you think that's part of adventure mode then?
Yeah, I think it's some kind of single player mode.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be really cool because that Richter Dracula fight is classic from Rondo of Blood. Like that was very clearly a remake of that old game. So I do think it'd be cool if maybe there was like a stage in adventure mode where that's when you meet Richter. Because didn't Sakurai mention that there's like a new mode which is going to allow you to unlock all the characters and make you feel like you're unlocking them one by one? So
I
maybe
don't think he
that's
said
part of
new
the
mode.
adventure
He just said that it was going to feel streamlined.
Okay. But I do think an adventure mode or a single player would be a way to streamline it, don't you think?
Yeah, like you collect trophies or whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah. Also, I see Spazzy bringing up a new article with Masahiro Sakurai. He did like an interview. So we'll actually talk about that a little bit later. I'll sort of look through that when we're doing viewer questions or something, and then we'll come back to that. But there are some pretty funny quotes in that article. He's talking about the competitive scene and things that he added to Smash Ultimate. 2 other rumors that have been going around that I want to talk about. One I want to debunk right here. That a lot of people have been bringing up that I think is just so unbelievably stupid. I know Sakurai could put in whoever he wants, but this one is just so unbelievably ludicrous that I would delete my second channel if this is true. I honestly, truly believe there's no way this is real. So a bunch of people are bringing up that rumor of the guy who mentioned Richter, that apparently he looked in the CEO demo of Smash and he broke things down and revealed weeks before the Smash Direct that Richter was going to be a playable fighter. But the thing that people are skimming over with that leak is that the very first line of the leak is that it says that Richter is the Castlevania rep and not
no
Simon
Simon.
Belmont. It
That's
doesn't
what
say
I said. That shit was pissing me off because no one was
Right.
reading it.
Everybody was misreading that, and they're just reading the thing afterwards where he's like, oh, and you stack Echo Fighters, and Gardevoir and Gothitelle are going to be in that. I'm not saying Gardevoir
That's
has no chance.
absolutely disgusting. No, she has
Right.
no
I mean,
chance. Fuck that.
Gardevoir's been in Pokken. Gardevoir's popular, but Gothitelle? At that point, I would rather him just throw in Lickitung. Like, I feel like Lickitung would be more
we're not
iconic
doing
than
this.
Gothitelle.
No.
Okay, for real though, like
Dude, you're telling me
People-
you wouldn't want Lickitung instead of Gothitelle
Absolutely.
with the Sushi Go Round minigame from Pokemon
people
Stadium?
look
You're
at
crazy.
text leaks, see what they like, and then disregard everything else.
Yeah.
Right. And so that leak was absolutely ludicrous, and I've seen so many people bringing that up. It completely ignore it. And if you're a Castlevania fan and you want to make a rumor that maybe gets a little bit of buzz, you know, and the characters aren't revealed at that point, you're going to maybe throw in a character that people in North America wouldn't necessarily know, but a character that's obviously very popular. A lot of people know who Richter is. If you're at all a fan of Castlevania, he's the protagonist of one of the best games in the classic series. So it's not a huge leap if we already kind of knew a Castlevania character was going to be in there. But right away, that leaker saying that Richter was not an Echo, but the sole Castlevania rep should have tipped you guys off that it's completely
Well-
fake. And sure, he got the Dark Samus thing right, but again, everybody
That's
said
easy.
Dark
Yeah.
Samus was a possibility. That's nothing. King K. Rool, another one. Like, oh gee, you know, me saying King K. Rool is going to be in the game, that's really unique. You know,
The thing that implied, though, he didn't say that Richter wasn't an Echo. He just said that Richter was the only one he found.
but why would they put Richter in? And I just, it's dumb. Why would they put
it's-
Richter
it was
in the
it wasn't
roster?
a different build from E3.
No. It was the exact same demo that we've had since E3 that was at CEO, that was at EVO. So there's nothing new that's in there. But Gothitelle, like right as soon as you read Gothitelle, you should know right away this is completely BS. Because even if Gardevoir was in the game, let's humor this rumor for a second. Let's say, okay, Gardevoir got in the game. If anything, I could maybe see them do a Mewtwo Echo with Gardevoir. With like
What?
Psychic.
No, hell no.
I could
no,
maybe see
no.
that.
How the fuck Gardevoir gonna have the same moves as Mewtwo?
They kind of fight the same.
Well, they kind of fight the same. They're floaty. They have
They
psychic
both use
attack.
Shadow Ball. They
So
have psychic.
Gardevoir got a big ass tail now. All right.
Well, no, but she has a dress.
She has a giant dress.
What the
Her
fuck
final
does
Smash
that
negative?
mean? Are you serious?
Her dress,
We're
like,
not doing this.
goes
No.
around the back.
This is why Echo Fighters were a fucking mistake. This is exactly
Peach
why
doesn't
we're
use her
not
dress
doing
to
this.
fight?
We're
Peach
not
like
doesn't use
doing
Rom
her
this.
dress to fight at all.
But Peach
Prom
ain't
has a
Tailwind
completely
you from
different
across
upbeat
the
from
screen
Roy.
with her dress.
Yeah, but her whatever.
You're not about to compare a tail to a dress. Mewtwo's tail is long as fuck. Y'all not real right now. There's just no way. No, hell no.
No, but realistically, you don't think there's any chance Gardevoir's in
hitboxes don't have to be 1-to-1.
Okay, but how the fuck is Gardevoir gonna be an Echo Fighter of Mewtwo? Like,
well, she's not going to be a standalone at this point unless Sakurai decided when 2015
I don't even know why we're
was around.
talking. You know damn well Gardevoir ain't about to be in this damn game.
I know she's not. That's why I'm bringing this up right now because people are crazy. They keep bringing it up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We know who the Pokemon's going to be. It's not Gardevoir. All right, let's move on. It's not Gardevoir, and it's certainly not Gothitelle. Come on, Gothitelle.
Digging that hole, Roger.
I'm just saying, Gothitelle. Really?
No, not that.
I'll dig this hole until my channel gets deleted.
I'll help you out of it, man.
No
Don't worry about it.
way Gothitelle is in the game. There's no way. Lickitung will be in before Gothitelle. You heard it here first. Come back to me in 40 years when they're just adding every
Nobody
Pokemon.
cares about Lickitung.
I do. You saying nobody? I think.
Like I said, nobody
if we
cares
ask the
about
chat
Lickitung.
right now, more people care about Lickitung than they do about Gothitelle.
Hold on, I don't know. Gothitelle a bad bitch.
Yeah,
Let's see. In the
Gothitelle
chat,
kind of thick under that
Lickitung
dress.
or
You know what I'm
Gothitelle?
saying? You know what I'm
She's not
saying?
thick at all. What are you talking about?
She doesn't have legs.
Have you seen under the dress?
Gothitelle's a lolly, bro. What
Yeah,
are
you
you
seen
doing,
under the-
man?
She
Nah, bro.
doesn't. She doesn't have legs though. It's just like 2 stumps.
Roger, do you know what a lolly is,
Gothitelle
bro?
definitely got more fans than Lickitung. Fact. I'll throw up a poll right now on Twitter.
Well, look at on Twitch. There's a disgusting amount of people saying they like Gothitelle instead of Lickitung licks
And there
in
it
the
is.
battle.
Yeah, hold your L. Next topic.
Who the fuck likes Lickitung?
Nobody.
Who likes Gothitelle? What? What is this image you just posted, Zeph?
That's
Why am I
Gothitelle.
looking
That's
at
underneath
Gothitelle?
Gothitelle's dress.
Yeah, it's
I told you
Gothitelle.
she kind of thick under that dress, bro.
There's nothing under there. She's got little stubs for feet.
Yeah, so.
You guys are disgusting.
You gotta have cankles to be thick?
Cankles? Yo, D1. Gothitelle or Lickitung?
Well, I was gonna ask if Gothitelle got like them leggings though, like.
Oh my
And there,
god.
and there it is.
How?
No more needs to be said.
Oh my god. How?
Does she?
How are you guys fans of Gothitelle? That's just-
Nobody's fans of Gothitelle. That's not what we said. We said more people like Gothitelle than Lickitung. That's what I said. I don't care about either one of them. But I know right
I don't
now
know,
more
man. There's a
people
lot
like
of Gen
Gothitelle.
1ers out there.
Okay, but that doesn't mean they like Lickitung. They like Charizard and Mewtwo.
But if you showed like Gen 1 and then you show Gothitelle, they're gonna say, "Oh, she looks like a Digimon."
Okay, but that's a whole different
Those are
issue.
big
All
facts.
right, can we just move on to the next topic? God damn.
Yeah, we'll move on. All right. So we already touched on the Skull Kid rumors and why the Gothitelle rumor is completely false. And so still on the topic of rumors, there's quite a bit to talk about in terms of rumors this week. One, there's been a lot of information floating around from people that Ken might be an Echo Fighter in this
I'm
game.
telling you, Echo Fighters were a fucking mistake, bro. I'm tired of
Well,
this.
how is that a mistake? So you don't want...
Because we hear
don't
this
want
shit
Ken?
every day. No, it's not that I don't want Ken. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because they gave these clones a name, now we're gonna be hearing shit like this every fucking day. Gothitelle's gonna be an Echo Fighter of Gardevoir. Ken's gonna we're gonna hear a different character daily, every single day. No matter how
That's the fun
fucking
of the
bad,
podcast, though.
no matter how fucking bad or how little sense it makes. All right,
Yo,
That's what I'm
guys,
saying.
here's one thing I learned today. Apparently, Alpharad is an Echo Fighter of Donkey.
And there it is, man. I'm leaving.
You know, I'm an Echo Fighter to
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey,
Drew Carey, definitely, yeah.
alternate color.
I'm the EE Echo Fighter.
That was still wild to me. I saw
You
that.
saw
tweet.
that?
I was like, what is this?
Okay,
He's
I
like,
was
got
there
to
in
name my
person.
favorite commentator, EE.
I let it slide. I wasn't about to shit on
That
this
was
man's
so-
dreams
like,
in person.
That was so funny, though.
Like, cause I thought he said like Eve. I thought I must have been wrong. Then we sat down. You're my favorite commentator. And I look at commentary. It's like, oh, he thought you were EE.
I just brushed it off, man. I'm gonna just wait for the picture to come out on Twitter, man.
And he tagged him too.
Oh, well. It is pretty funny, though.
You already talked about Shadow being possibly in.
Yeah, as an Echo
Okay.
Fighter. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on Shadow? Do you want him in there?
His own character.
All hail Shadow. Heroes rise again.
It could just be like Crom, I think.
to be honest, that song kind of slaps, and I don't know how Shadow would differ much from Sonic except freezing his opponents with Chaos Control. Like,
He
he would skate across the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but look at Dark Samus and Samus.
Yeah.
Dark Samus floats.
It
Yeah,
seems
Dark
like
Samus
there's no.
floats.
It seems like at least so far, the only thing in common with every single Echo Fighter is that they have the same physics as their counterpart. Not necessarily.
They
the
said
same
Dark
moves.
Samus was floaty, right?
Like,
Huh?
yeah, levitating.
Her animations are she floats off the ground, but I'm
But I don't
Yeah,
I'm
think she's
sure
a
she
floaty
has like
character.
Weird.
I'm sure she has
Because
the
they said
same weight
floatier.
in gravity and
Yeah.
run speed and shit.
Yeah, so that's how I look at Shadow. I feel like he's still gonna be skating. You know, he'll still have his side B that you can't shield cancel. Stuff like that.
Thing is, he's also a third party. Like, look how well they treated Richter as an Echo Fighter.
Yeah.
He has
They
his
also
own
said,
set of animations and shit.
they also
Shadow
said
would be
Simon-
totally like.
They also said Simon echoes Richter as well. That they're like echoes of each
Yeah.
other or some shit.
Yeah.
Because the slight jump and like his dash attack where he spins the whip and hits, those both came from Richter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like, they could definitely treat Shadow with respect and also keep him as an Echo.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could give him moves that are a little bit unique. I mean, look at Chrom even. Chrom
They
is
just slap Mewtwo's up B on him or something.
Yeah.
You can have
Yeah,
Chaos
true.
Sphere.
I mean, you could also give him Chaos Control for his final smash. There's nothing
know,
saying
I know there's
Fighter
like
can't have a different final smash.
there's like
feel
a
like-
whole gang of people that want Shadow to be his own character,
Yeah.
and I respect that. But I think he could very well be an Echo of Sonic and still have a lot of his own personality.
Yeah,
Pull
exactly.
out the chopper.
You know, you
He
can
got
give
the
him a
pistol in his
gun.
hand.
He's black.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's
Hello?
I mean, that's,
Shofu just said the same thing.
I didn't say that. I didn't
when did
say
Shofu
that.
ever say that?
I
He said
never,
gun. I heard that. Implication.
I never said that. He's lying.
Implications are different from straight out saying.
I didn't imply shit. What?
That's unbelievable.
I didn't
mean,
imply anything.
Aren't you a Twitch employee? How could you get away with such racism?
Whoa.
Okay, no, we're not doing this. My channel gonna be the one disappearing. All right.
Talk about that song though. All Hail Shadow. Like,
Oh, it's an amazing song. It's an
there we
amazing
go.
song.
We're back on track.
And you could give him a Wario side B. Nice.
Ooh.
Wait,
You said Wario,
Wario
with the
side B,
fucking
what do you
bike.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. 'Cause
god.
Shadow has a motorcycle.
oh, with the motorcycle. Oh, yo. That would actually be kind of cool. I'd like that. That'd be cool.
Okay, well if he has the motorcycle, he has to have a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be shooting while on the back of the motorcycle. It's a drive-by.
I'll slide in over cars while I shoot.
Where did the God of War stuff come from? I'm so mad that I'm making you guys go back to that.
It's,
This
it's
is
some
just a
fake
stupid
leak.
text post.
Yeah.
They said they
People were
like
talking
looked
about
into the CEO demo and they found Gothitelle in God of War.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
false. So, yeah.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. Because people were bringing it up. We talked about this earlier because it mentioned Richter like prior to the Smash announcement, but it also sort of stepped on its own feet by saying Richter was going to be the Castlevania rep. So there's no real. What are you laughing about? Talking about Tom Cruise in the chat? What is this? Bitch on Bobby with that tool.
But bitch, I'm
What does that
not
even
with the
mean?
tool. You don't know what? Bro,
I don't know
no
what this
way.
is. What is
I
that?
mean,
This-
I only
is
know
Is that
No,
like the
song
Mia
because of
Khalifa song? What is that?
What?
You said Mia Khalifa?
The
meant
song.
Nicki
We talked
Minaj?
about this in season 2. Remember? No, Mia Khalifa. We talked about this song.
What the
And she was
fuck
like, "I
are
don't
you
believe it's a
talking
song," and then we
about?
pulled it up. This was on season 2. What do you guys?
Nah, bro.
No one,
You got
no
it.
one watched
How
season
do you
2.
not know
You
about
did-
the
we were
Tom
on
Cruise
season
meme?
Season 2 isn't canon.
You don't know about Bobby Shmurda?
I mean, I know who Bobby Shmurda is
Then how do you not know about the Tom Cruise meme?
because I don't listen to him.
Nah, I don't care.
You don't have to listen to him to know that fucking joke.
That
I
shit's
listen to show
everywhere.
tunes
Oh
and
my.
Disney movies and soundtracks. I listen
Yeah,
to
who
beautiful
mans?
soundtracks. While we're speaking of soundtracks, you know a game that has an amazing soundtrack, Octopath Traveler.
segue
Really
pod right
beautiful, beautiful game, Octopath Traveler.
I never played it. No spoilers. You spoiled
okay,
that.
so-
It has really good music.
Okay, well, shut up, you one. All right, so we're gonna. So I've been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler recently. Shofu, I think you're near where I am, right? We're near the
I'm
end
pretty
of the game.
far, and I can beat it whenever I want. I just been messing around.
Yeah, and then so have any of you guys played Octopath?
I've finished everybody's chapter 2, and then I like stopped playing
Okay.
forever.
Okay, but I mean that's still you're far enough in.
Yeah,
to-
I have like
He-
40
he
hours.
He knows better.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on.
Good lord, though, the music in that game is amazing. The decisive battle themes and the way the little characters like separate little themes kick in before the battle theme kicks in. Elfin's got that hot like oh my god. I need
Every song is
Octopath
good.
Traveler music. Every song is good.
The
Every
song that plays at like the end of chapters is really good. I think it's called Gratitude.
Yeah.
It's a really good song.
They've got like the Sunlands music and all the different themes for the towns. It's just absolutely incredible.
You know what
And
game has really good music too, Roger?
What game?
Pokemon Quest.
Oh, have you been playing a little Pokemon Quest? We could talk about Pokemon Quest for a little bit.
Yeah, they should probably put Steve from Minecraft in that game.
Yo, can we please get him out of
What
here?
the fuck? What the
Yo,
fuck?
what?
Oh man. All right, this is a nice chill episode. Like that's fine. That's fine. No rules, just right. That's the name of this episode. No rules, just right. We're just having a good, little happy conversation. Talk about Steve from Minecraft, Etika's favorite character. We're talking about, the music in Octopath Traveler. Anything else about Octopath Traveler you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I mean, you brought
Okay,
up
the Tornado. Yeah. Let's
That's a
talk
good
about
game.
it. Yeah.
That game's clean. A lot of barren thighs walking around.
Okay,
clean.
okay.
A lot of double D's. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he so loud?
But have you seen the plot though? That plot Pirate's got.
What is happening?
So I'm actually glad you brought that up because one of the top threads on Resetera right now is titled, and I completely disagree with this. I love Xenoblade 2, but it's titled Xenoblade 2 is not a great game. And I want to just read this post that was on Resetera. It says, I've seen a lot of praise about this game, which pushed me to get it after I loved Xenoblade X. However, I didn't like Xenoblade 2 very much. I had to force myself to keep playing it in hopes it would get better, until a point when I just couldn't do it anymore. I made it to chapter 9 or so. But my main complaint is that it's cringy. The over-sexualization of main characters made me uncomfortable. Really, Pyra's design is horrible and shameful. Poppy being a sex doll and the game making several jokes around it was awful too. Degrading. I feel like some of the stuff in this game was designed by a horny teenager. The game is filled with busy work, field skills, poor cutscenes, the map system, and a complex and shallow combat system. Not trying to rain on anyone's parade, but I think this game will only truly be enjoyed by JRPG fans.
Wait,
Am I alone in
how
thinking
you
that?
gonna be complex and shallow?
Yeah. What the fuck? How you be complex and shallow?
That's just what the post says.
Well,
I
they're
didn't hear a
stupid.
single
Stupid,
thing wrong
clearly.
in there. I didn't hear a single
Yeah.
thing wrong in there.
Of course.
To be honest,
game's
that guy's
amazing.
trash because I feel like he's living in the era where everybody is just ready to try to get clout coins by being a hyper SJW. Like, seriously, dude, like, it's a cultural difference. When you look at Japan, the kind of things that slide in Japan aren't the same apparently nowadays in the US, which is why people are so, like, scared to localize certain games here stateside. They're like, whoa, people in the US are probably going to make an article about me if I decide to drop this game in here. Maybe I'm going to have to like cover up a little sleeve or a little leg. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's not even the focus of the game. But you know how people are. And first off, his opinion is invalidated because he talked about Xenoblade X. That game, he didn't even talk about the first Xenoblade. He's ass.
The first Xenoblade was a masterpiece. And Xenoblade 2, I feel, is even better than the first Xenoblade.
Mechanically, yeah.
Yeah, mechanically. Yeah, the battle system.
Yeah, everything other than like the story, I think, is better in 2.
I can like understand if someone didn't like the start of 2 because the start is pretty slow until like
Yeah.
the combat system opens up. But like I
Chapter
can't.
4 straight up almost made me drop the game.
I don't get why people just want to have issues with everything. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes
It's
you can
because
just play something and
complaining-
ignore it.
Complaining gets you clicks on your shitty little blog article.
Mhm. Exactly.
Exactly.
But I do agree with, just to be sure, Roger, you said you like the battle system in 2 more than
oh
1?
yeah. Yeah.
So I
definitely.
like 2's battle system as well. I love the combos. I love being able to do elemental bursts. That was cool, being able to like stack up orbs, then I destroy all of them, then I see these cool ass cutscenes. I remember getting to see Cosmos's elemental burst. Sorry for the spoilers, guys. And I
mean, that was
absolutely
revealed in
nuts.
the YouTube trailer. I don't think that's a spoiler.
Oh yeah, you're right. But anyway, beyond that, the way you do quests in that game, I like way more than the first one. And being able to salvaging, I actually was addicted to. Being able to have the gacha, right? Being able to just like pop open, having the random.
I really
pulls.
like that.
I like that a lot because I didn't have
Makes
to spend
everyone's
money to do
playthrough
it.
feel different.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. And you know, there was actually there was a trick to being able to guarantee a certain pull. Like there was a science behind it. It wasn't 100% random. But
Really? What was the
Yeah.
what was the trick?
I'm trying to think. I believe you keep trying to pull commons of a particular like I think there was justice, truth.
Oh yeah. So
Uh,
if you stack, So if you stack justice, basically, you have a better chance of pulling Cosmos and the
Yeah,
light
yeah.
and dark themed. Yeah.
It's not like
The different
100%, but you definitely increase your chances because it has helped me when there were times that I've spent streams just literally burning through legendaries and rares and getting nothing. Then I was like, let's try this strategy, see if it works. Oh my god, I'm starting to see their silhouette now. You know, so
I got ridiculously lucky in chapter 3, and I pulled Cosmos from a common core crystal.
Yeah, I was
Pretty-
about to
in
say. I
chapter
bet you
three-
like
Yeah.
the systems.
Yeah.
That game's clean, man. I got
Yeah.
tons of screenshots I got to share with the world.
oh my
That's so
goodness,
good.
there was one the Yoshi looking blade. When I pulled her, I pressed what's the name of that button? The camera button. I
The
took so
share
many
button, I
pictures.
don't know.
Yeah, the share button on the Pro controller. I was clicking away, man. I was like, I'm sorry, chat.
Wait,
I'm
which
sorry.
girl? What character?
The Yoshi one.
Yoshi one. What Yoshi one?
The blue girl, but people
Oh,
said
the
she looked
bunny.
like Yoshi.
The bunny.
Yeah.
She looks like Yoshi.
Oh,
What the
with
fuck?
no, because of her back. Like, there's a glitch where her like spine would fuck up, and then she would look like Yoshi.
Wait, scoliosis?
Oh,
Was she a
what?
bad guy chick
I'm
with
gonna give you,
scoliosis?
I'm gonna give you an
Yeah.
image. I got you. Wait 1 second.
All right, let's see this. I did not think Dahlia ever looked like Yoshi.
I got you, bro. I got
Lola
you.
Bunny. I could see the Lola Bunny comparison with the ears and the long, but I don't see Yoshi in that. That's
It's because her back was messed up, so it looked like you could sit on her back and use her as Yoshi.
I'm gonna show you right now, bro.
That's
I'm
exactly
gonna show
my
you.
type of girl.
That's what I'm
Also,
saying.
I'm
Yoshi,
seeing-
Yoshi looking type.
I'm also seeing some people in the chat saying they didn't like the voice acting. I actually like the English voices.
Me too.
I do.
I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
It's alright. It's okay.
Hey, where's the
They're not
picture?
the best.
I
It's
played in
pretty good.
Japanese, and I usually prefer playing games in dub, but I like the Japanese a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't like Rex, maybe, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, Adam Howden."
But I do feel like Rex as a character evolves. By the end of the game, you end up really liking it. Oh my god, it does kind of look like Yoshi. Now I'm looking at this picture. That's crazy. I never saw that before.
Yo,
That's
too
wild.
funny, bro.
What? Could you put that on screen?
Of course.
That's
Could you
Yoshi.
show people
Big
this? That's
goth chick with
unbelievable.
scoliosis, bro. I'm telling
He's
you.
actually Yoshi.
This is
Yoshi
exactly
has
what I
been-
was talking about.
Jeez. I missed you guys, man. I've been coming back from events like every day that you guys had a show, so I never got to hang
Yeah,
out.
you weren't on our Evo Smash Direct one. That's right.
God dang it! I missed out. Yeah.
It was good. It was a good episode.
There it is, guys. Yoshi.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Now that I'm looking at that picture, I definitely see Yoshi in her. Now I could never unsee it. Now the next time I play Xenoblade with that blade, I'm gonna see Yoshi.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
You can see the
She's
back,
a-
the front.
She's a cutie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yoshi.
don't know, man. I mean, I like the character designs in Xenoblade too. I think they're
Me
great.
too.
I love them. I love them. I think Pyra and Mithra.
I didn't
I
like
love all
Dahlia's
of them.
voice. I'm sorry.
No, Dahlia's voice is weird. I don't know why they gave her that accent.
Yeah,
But,
it sounded like she was Keikona's wife.
but I loved everyone. I love Pyra and Mithra and Nia. And that was like the most
Or-
ridiculous
That
moment
was
in
the
that
worst. We're getting kind of spoiler. Let's calm down.
Nah, it's all right though. It's funny.
Also,
If
the
you haven't
thing
played it by this point,
That's odd to me now is that now I realize that artist basically redraws Pyra and Mithra in every single piece of art he does. It just looks weird to me.
what
like-
artist?
Let me see if I can get the examples. Because, like, there's Celica from Awakening. She literally looks exactly like Pyra. Let me get a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Celica does look a little bit like her. That's true.
The Awakening design is literally Pyra.
I didn't know it was the same artist who did some of the blades.
You know
Oh,
the
yeah,
dude
like-
who draws the princess there. You know the princess blade, Aegion or whatever, was drawn
Okay.
by the Fire Emblem Awakening artist, and he's literally in the exact same pose as Chrom in his official art.
Oh, weird.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
She's got the belts Pyra has.
a
the
Gigion or something. Aegion. Aegion, that's what it is. Aegion.
And I guess since this is a Smash Brothers podcast, and we brought this up a bunch on the show, but just to clarify again, I think all of us want Rex and Pyra, right?
Nope.
Yes,
I
I
do.
want them.
I
What?
want Nia and Dromark in the game.
Actually, I
that'd be great,
prefer
too.
Zeke
Put
and
them in.
Pandoria, to be honest.
Just
You know
put
what'd
them
be-
all in there.
You know, it'd be cool if they put Rex in the background and allowed Pyra and Mithra to be able to be used on stage, and you could just like transform between the two. And in
Wouldn't
Final
it be-
Smash is codename Celebi.
Wouldn't it be the other way around? Because the blades don't fight; they just power up the
Oh
driver.
yeah, you're right. Damn it.
So you could still
sorry.
have the switching mechanic, like with down B or something, and make Pyra turn into Mithra, and then your moves change or something.
I mean,
They'd
don't
probably
don't,
be like Pokemon Trainer in the background.
don't they sometimes do stuff? I remember.
In like
Yeah.
cutscenes, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, it's
but they could
that,
still
and
fight.
when you do your affinity thing, the driver tosses the blade back to them, and then they attack.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that kind of thing could easily be a Final Smash, right? Is you could go into one of Pyra's forms. I won't say what form, but like you could go
Celebi.
with one of her forms, and then right.
Okay.
I mean, even if
I
special
wanted
moves,
to
you
bring.
technically do something like that.
I know that the talk of Echo Fighters freaks people out now, but I brought this up a long time ago. It's not really spoilery. McDareth knows what I'm about to say. It involves
Oh,
Malos.
When you
It's not
started, I knew what you were about
Uh,
to say.
Yeah.
So Malos could theoretically be a Shulk Echo because of his attacks in the game, and we have seen that Echoes don't exactly have to be 1-to-1. Like Malos could be a little taller because Dark Samus floats, so she's a bit taller than Samus by default.
Mm.
I could see something like that happening.
Yeah.
I was talking about it with friends, and his final smash could be like a Torna chain attack.
That'd be
You know-
amazing. I would
You know
love
who I was
that.
thinking of? Alvis.
Yeah, him too.
Elvis
All right,
would be
see ya.
cool. Yeah. I feel like the Xenoblade franchise just has so many good characters. Going back to what you were mentioning earlier, though, D1, with the cast of Xenoblade 1 and the cast of Xenoblade 2, I actually think I prefer the characters in Xenoblade 2 to Xenoblade 1 because I love Shulk and Ryan and Fiora and Dunban and Ricky. But ultimately, I feel like the main cast of 2, and that might just be due to the fact that, like, we are stuck with them. Whereas, like, with X, you would swap out people. In the original game, I feel like you had the Wii graphics, and so they didn't really stand out as much. But I really fell in love with the cast of Xenoblade 2. I think everybody, like you mentioned, Nia Coast, I love Nia. All the other Blades, Morag, everyone. I just think the
I agree. I
main
like the
is
cast
great.
of 2 more than 1.
Definitely.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I won't say I don't think I disagree or agree. I'm more. I don't know. It's interesting because when
I might like
played-
some individual characters more
Mhm,
than ones in
The over-
1 than 2, but like overall, I enjoyed the cast as 2 more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So when you guys played Xenoblade, did you play like the first one? Did you play the first one and then there was like a long break, then you played 2?
No,
Yeah.
so I played the original Xenoblade when it first came out on Wii.
Mhm.
Like when I was,
Mhm.
I think I was like just about to graduate college.
Gotcha.
And so I played Xenoblade. Then I played X for like 100-something hours on Wii U. And then I played the remake that was on 3DS of the original Xenoblade. And I played through that. And then I played through Xenoblade 2. But I went back and I replayed the original Xenoblade like a month before playing Xenoblade 2 because I figured there'd be some type of story connection.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, all right, cool. I wasn't sure if you got a chance to like, play the game immediately, like play the first and then immediately go into 2. Because what I did was I played 2 and then up to chapter 8, I was told by Zero and all his Scarf Army members to stop and not move forward and to beat the first one. So I went and played the first one, and I will say that maybe because of the fact that when you look at 2, there are a lot of cutscenes that really allow you to connect with the characters even more, to relate with them, which is why I think it's definitely understandable why one would like 2's cast more. You get more of a chance to actually see them be human, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of the characters in the first one that you really relate to, like Elvis or Metalface or whatever, they're not part of the cast, right? They're like characters that are in cutscenes, but you don't play as them. Whereas, like in this one, everyone that you play as is part of a cutscene.
I still will say that Xenoblade Chronicles 1 had a lot of moments, even though I didn't have that many intimate cutscenes that made me really connect with the characters on a deeper level. Some of the characters that I did really find myself emotionally invested in, like Shulk, or like Fiora, you barely got a chance to even know her because game just started and blah blah blah. But I will say, as you play the game more and more, there were some really oh my god what the f barbecue moments that made me go like nuts. And I guess there were moments like there were moments like that in 2 as well.
Yeah. Oh,
there were.
Awesome.
I think
The end of chapter 3.
I just like them both equally, dude. It's hard. Maybe a little bit more edge for 2 because of the fact that, again, those cutscenes that really let you see more of the character outside of just the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I stand by what I said a couple episodes ago. I think it was like the first or second episode of this season where we were talking about Xenoblade last time. I still truly believe Monolith Soft is the best developer Nintendo has right now, currently, because they did a phenomenal job with all 3 of the main Xenoblade games. Helped with Breath of the Wild, helped with the Splatoon games.
Yeah, they're great.
Helped with they're amazing. I mean, they're amazing. They work great
so
as like a backup developer, and then when they are free to do their own thing, they're incredible. So I cannot wait to see what that new IP of theirs is going to be next year. I think it's going to be amazing, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, I was a little sad at first to hear that it was going to be something new because I wanted to hear, more of an expansion on the Xenoblade universe. But I get it after playing the last one. Maybe it's good that they decided to just like go do something new. Not saying that, I'm not saying I'm done.
Well, no, I was going to say, lucky for you, speaking of expansions with Xenoblade, we have the Torna Country coming out.
I'm
I think in a month, 2 months? And it's a full...
It's 1 month.
It's 1 month. And it's a standalone separate game, which is just insane to me.
The fact that you can buy it physically is pretty cool.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You can buy a box for it, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
I just think
I heard the combat's different in that.
Yeah, so in that game, because the way like those blades and drivers work, instead of you having multiple blades, you like set blades, but you can actually fully switch to the blade, and the drivers have their own weapons. And then I watched the video recently because I got excited again. But when you switch, there's now switching abilities. So actually switching the character, they do something like some attack, some will heal or stuff like that. They have abilities when they're in the front, and they have abilities when they're in the back, and you can now customize those rather than like normal blades. Just a kind of set abilities you can't really do anything about.
I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
And
I'm sure there will be like new music tracks and stuff. It comes out in like a month.
Yeah, sweet. I can't wait, dude.
I gotta beat Octopath by then is the only thing. It's like I've wanted to play the Okami HD remake that's on Switch, and I played a couple hours of it, but then I was like, I want to go back to Octopath. So I really do hope that by the time it comes out, I'm done with Octopath. I think I probably will be because I'm on the last chapter, or what I assume is the last chapter. It's the last chapter of one of the 8 characters, and hopefully by the time I'm done with that, there's not like too much afterwards in terms of a final boss fight or story or anything like that. So I could just hop right into Torna Country when it comes out, and then maybe do a video about how much I liked Octopath. Well, moving on. I think we were talking about RPGs for a while. This was your
I heard you work
RPG corner on Japan Time. We talked about Xenoblade. We talked about Octopath.
I've got one we can talk about
Let's talk about it.
that relates to Smash Brothers.
Let's hear it.
You guys ever heard of a little game called
Golden Sun?
You know where this was
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I tried playing it on stream the other day. I couldn't do it, man.
That's not a problem.
Wait,
You
what
don't
game?
like
Golden
What
Sun.
game?
I
Golden
love
Sun.
JRPGs, but I couldn't do it.
What, you don't like Golden Sun? No.
There was like an hour-long cutscene in a GBA game. I couldn't handle it.
It just bothers me. The sound effects in that game bother me. They sound like they should be sound effects for a Mario Golf or Mario
It
Tennis.
should have been.
And I
on the
understand
Super
why,
Nintendo.
because it's Camelot, but it sounds weird to me. I've never gotten into it.
I've never heard of that in my life. That's new to me, but
Yeah.
it's cool to hear different opinions. Though I'm sad.
I like the little summon things. What are they called? Jin?
The Jin.
I like them. They're cool.
But that doesn't change the fact that I'd like to see Isaac playable.
Yay.
Yeah. I want to see the Jins as assist trophies. I was kind of surprised they didn't have them before. That would have been cool.
Yeah, they
Let's-
would have
let's
some
talk about
sick summons.
The rumors that people have been speculating.
I mean, we kind of already did a rumor talk, but go ahead, Coast. You know what? This is your
Wait,
time
we
to
did?
shine. Talk about, yeah, we had a huge.
Yeah.
We did. What are you
Oh,
talking
we
We
didn't
about?
didn't talk
Half an hour of
about
the
we didn't
show.
talk about how the Golden Sun website updated recently though.
Okay, so let's hear this. All right, so Coast, what is this?
Basically the Dark Dawn website on Nintendo's end. After the latest Direct, someone saw that it was updated like 5 days. It said 5 days ago as the last update. So everyone was freaking out, thinking that it might lead to Isaac being in Smash, or at least, if anything, a new Golden Sun game. But I'm pretty sure they said they're not making any more Golden Sun.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the last one sold like booty, right? It was not good. I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure it
Dark
was fine,
Dawn did not sell
but it did not sell well. Yeah. A bunch of people
and
are bringing
then
up, by the way, the Rathalos picture that's on the website, where you have like Link and Marth and one of the other
Shulk.
characters.
Yeah, it's like
and
Marth
Shulk.
and Shulk. And it definitely does
Yeah.
look like Golden Sun.
It does. It does. Yeah, I know the screenshot they're talking about. It definitely does look like Golden Sun, but I don't know.
what else was there? The sun between K. Rool and DK when they punch at the end of the trailer.
Okay.
That's
all
a stretch.
people-
That's
People were kind of bringing that up as well.
A lot of people
not
saw that
serious
as
right
Dragon
now.
Ball, though, not Golden Sun. I thought.
Both people
as
are stupid.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, at the very end of Dragon Ball Super, Goku and Vegeta punch
Oh
in
my
front of the sun, and it
God.
ends.
Oh well, maybe that's Sakurai's way of being like, "Hey, this is your Goku for the new game. You get King K. Rool. Sorry, you can't go Super Saiyan."
Not Vegeta.
What if that's his final Smash? What if they replace the one they showed us?
You think his final smash is a Kamehameha? That's your
it
guess
sh-
for
it
King.
should be.
Everybody on this podcast is a fucking clown. I'm leaving.
No, actually, Shofu, you know who's a clown? All those weird looking little creatures in Temtem. So you want to talk about Temtem a little
Hey,
bit?
Temtem, the new wave, my boy.
I mean, we were talking about
Whoa,
RPGs earlier. We
right.
could bring up
Pokemon
Temtem.
trash, so we moving on to Temtem. Temtem is the new wave. We Temtem tubing it up now.
So explain to people who might not know what Temtem is.
Look, bro, Temtem is bootleg Pokemon, but even in the event that it's bootleg Pokemon, they have a ton of support because it's Pokemon. It's damn near exactly Pokemon. Like I'm talking the animations and everything.
The moves are also really shameless.
The
They have
moves look like
ram and
Pokemon.
stare.
Right. The typings are like Pokemon. The moves are like Pokemon. The fucking game looks like Pokemon. When you run, like when you get a wild wild Temtem encounter, I should say. Even the way the battle starts, like you know how the grass spreads and then the Pokemon sitting there, it looks exactly like Pokemon. But the thing is, they're doing things that Pokemon refuses to do. It's an MMO. You can play with your friends. You can complete the story with your friends. You can. They're making the competitive side of it actually competitive. They're removing all the fucking things that can happen by chance, all the luck, all the random factors. We out here, man. Temtem, man.
Yo, how much did you get paid, man?
$0.00. Pokemon Some Dig. I've been playing it for 20 years now. It's always been trash, and I'm tired of it. All right. So Temtem is taking what I like. It's the same damn game. It's fucking Pokemon, but it's actually doing things that Pokemon has refused to do at this point in time. All right.
Devil's advocate for a second, though, because you just mentioned that
I'm
you've been
listening.
playing it for 20 years and now you hate the game. Just devil's advocate.
I said I hate it. I
Yesterday,
said
you
it's
were
trash.
streaming Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah, and I was.
That was
calling it
literally
trash,
yesterday.
And every time I missed the fucking Fire Blast, I said this game fucking sucks. Every time Lil Timmy got a random crit on me when I was beating his ass, I said this game trash. I hadn't switched up at all.
Well, he's still mad that people jumped in line to go play Smash Bros. Ultimate at Evo in front of him. Poor little Timmy. So, little Timmy's been getting some work on this podcast, honestly. Poor little Timmy.
Hey, everyone buy Ooblis when that comes out.
the hell is
Ooblets
that?
looks fun. I actually just got
Yeah, it
contacted
looks
by
cool.
the
Yeah, I
press
did
team
too.
for that.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
What is that
same with
game?
me. They hit
What
me
is
up too.
that?
It's
It's,
like it's a monster collecting game, but it's also like a rhythm. It's weird. It's a rhythm game. It's monster battles. It's
A
it's
rhythm
cool.
game.
It's like part Pokemon, part Harvest Moon, part Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like rhythm
Vegetables
shit. It's
and rhythm
cool.
stuff. Yeah, it is cool. It's very
It
cool.
ain't no damn
Harvest Moon is the
Temtem.
fastest way to get my attention.
Temtem's gonna get taken down by Game Freak, like all fan game. If Temtem ain't a damn fan game, fan
No.
games have Pokemon in them, so they can do that.
Yeah, they
But
can.
Temtem-
It's all unique.
Temtem.
And
what the
Temtem
fuck?
is unique stuff. Like the characters unique. Wait, what just happened? What was that?
You didn't
Some
hear that
sneeze?
fucking monster sneeze?
No.
Anyways, Temtem is it borrows ideas and mechanics, but you can't copyright a mechanic in a game. Like what? So it's
Yeah, Nintendo would copyright jumping.
yeah, it's
Great.
it's just similar. It's similar in stature, but at the end of the day, it's all built from the ground up. No assets from Pokemon are being used in Temtem. All right, Temtem ain't going anywhere. We Temtem tubing. I'm a Temtem.
Is it coming
tuber
to
now.
Is it coming to Switch when it comes out next
Yep.
year?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, great.
Wait, Temtem's really coming out on the Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They hit the goal. And that's what
I'm
I'm
sort
saying.
of wary
We,
about the
uh,
game. Like I don't have super high hopes for it.
No,
but
neither
we'll
do I.
see.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just
I've-
excited that
I-
there may be an alternative to a game
Yeah.
that is not living up to its full potential right now.
I have a really good feeling about Pokemon 2019 though, because it's been in
Oh, so do I.
development for so long. Like it's been in development since before the Switch was announced.
Look, you're not wrong, but at the moment, that's way in the future, and Pokemon in its current state is so fucking boring. The OU metagame is the worst it's ever been.
Oh, you have a problem with the
VGC boring as
competitive?
shit. I'm talking about the game period. How many fucking times are we gonna beat 8 gyms and then four Elite Four members? I'm tired of it. I need something new in my life, and Pokemon Let's Go definitely ain't what I'm talking about.
I think it's pretty ballsy though of the Temtem guys to release that game during the same holiday season that we're going to get the new gen of Pokemon.
Yeah, they're tripping on that.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like if anything, that should have come out this year.
Yeah, that game needs to come out either this year or the beginning of next year. There's no way
Yeah.
they're gonna survive if they release it near when the new game comes up.
I mean, even if they're within 3 months,
Yeah, that's
it's not going to happen.
They can make
Yeah.
they can make their money if it's 3 months in advance. I think.
Oh, yeah, if it's in advance, yeah. But I mean, like if it's after the game actually comes out.
No, if it's after, there's nobody
Yeah.
will even play it. I know I won't.
No. Unless you play through the new generation, and you don't like it.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm down with Temtem mostly just because it's like I like Pokemon and it's pretty much Pokemon, so it's just more of what I want. The only thing I don't like is some things are a little too shameless. I wasn't joking about a move being called Ram and like Leer is called Stare or some dumb shit. That's a little much, but other than that,
I
it
don't
seems
even
okay.
care. I don't care at all. Copy everything, please. Make it as close to Pokemon as you can possibly make it, and then add the things that people have been asking for, like co-op gameplay, or fucking the removal of random ass shit in fucking competitive. Man, I'm tired of it. I need something.
Let's
new.
just hope, even if it's a shameless rep off, let's hope that Temtem is not to Pokemon as PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale was to Smash Brothers. That's my only concern. Like they could honestly just rip all the mechanics and take out the RNG, and that sounds like it'd be a fun game for me to play through. And I do like the visuals, like based on the trailer that I saw.
Of
It
course
does
you
look
do, because
pretty
you played
good.
that game already.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like Pokemon
So
Sun
I
and
like
Moon.
it. Yeah. But we'll see. Also, I forgot to bring this up earlier. There was some news today. Hat in Time is coming to
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch, which is pretty cool.
That was weird
How was that? How was that weird? Did people not
because they
expect
said
that?
never ever,
Yeah.
They did.
and then they saw the dollar signs.
They've said multiple times it's never coming to the Switch.
We've
Yeah.
brought this up though so many times on the show. I feel like that's just the third-party technique right now to sell the game to people who want it on Switch, but it's not ready for Switch yet, and it's ready on other systems. So they go, well, it's not coming to Switch, so just buy this version. But you know full well next year we're going to get Spyro, whatever this trilogy that I'm still not going to buy, even though it got delayed. Like whenever that comes out, you know, a year from now we're going to get that Spyro thing on Switch. We're getting Crash on Switch already. I think that already came out, didn't it? The Crash Switch
Yeah.
thing. So I don't think it means anything.
What you got against Spyro, Roger?
nothing.
I forgot to press the push to talk button. But speaking of Crash, I'm kind of upset Spyro got delayed because I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it for a long time now, because it's coming out right around the same time as Let's Go, and I'm gonna be playing Let's Go until Smash comes out, so I don't have any time for any other game.
Wait, are you legitimately excited for it?
For Spyro,
Yeah.
I've never played a Spyro game before, so I want to try it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm excited. I love Spyro. Like Spyro 2 is the first game I ever 100%. I love that series.
Yeah, I mean, I actually really like Spyro too. I like it more than the Crash series, but I just think, like, based on what I've seen of this, there's just something about the look of the new Crash games and the look of the Spyro trilogy that's like a little too plasticky for me. Like, it looks too.
Yeah, I know what
silent.
you mean.
You know what I mean? I don't mean like, oh, I wanted a gritty Spyro game, but I just mean
I know what you mean. It's just like, it's like with 2D games, they can't like compare New Super Mario Bros. To like Mario Bros. 3 or World or Mario All Stars. It can't capture the same kind of feeling that 2D hand drawn art does with like models and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same reason, I'm sure, why I think the new Super Mario Brothers games look generic, right?
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Yeah.
And then you have that.
I'm
one
not saying they're
level
bad
in the Wii U
games. I'm just saying that like it doesn't interest me.
You have the one level in the Wii U game that looks like a brand new game with an art style, and then
the
it's
Van
just
Gogh
back
painting.
to the old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That level was cool. Also, there's that rumor going around too. Excellent segue about New Super Mario Brothers. That New Super Mario Bros. U with Super Luigi U is coming to Nintendo Switch in the
Please
near
God,
future.
no.
It should have been a collection.
It should have been Mario Maker 2.
Or that.
Well, Mario Maker 2, I mean, Mario Maker deserves a full-on new game. I think bringing back one of the 2D ones, that's not a huge shock. I mean, they ported over so many other things from the Wii U era. There's like 4 games left, right? We've got the new Super Mario Brothers game, we've got Super Mario 3D World, we've got Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and Xenoblade X. And that's literally it. Everything else from Hyrule Warriors, Pikmin 3, I guess, too. That's right, Pikmin 3, too. But Hyrule Warriors, Donkey Kong, all these other games have been ported over. I guess if you want to count Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, they could port those over too, as part of like an HD Zelda collection.
I kind of want that.
Holidays.
Give me Master Collection 2.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of cool.
Nintendo Land is stuck there forever.
Yeah, Nintendo Land's never making it over, unless they were gonna make like a new one with Joy-Cons or something.
Guys, I wanted to make a suggestion.
Let's
You
hear
know the Legend of K Anniversary Edition? Did you ever play that game?
it. No.
No, I saw you streaming it.
So it came out on the PS2, then got re-released on the Nintendo DS, and then the PS3, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, etc., etc. I think the Legend of K should probably make it on. K should make it in Smash Brothers. I think it should happen. He has some cool abilities. Apparently, if he has a combo going, he could actually air dodge automatically to his opponent to follow up. That way, if you're trying to air dodge, I'm going to clap you before you even get to air dodge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at the character right now. He'd be perfect for Rivals of Aether. Throw him in that game instead.
Stop disrespecting me, yo.
I'm not disrespecting Rivals.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Does this not look like a Rivals of Aether character? It really does. It's like this. Shofu, pull up a picture. I'm gonna just link.
I can't believe Shovel Knight's in that. Why is he in everything?
Because he got Cloud. I've been saying this, man. That does not look like a
That
rival.
straight up
either
looks like a Rivals of
No,
Aether.
it does not.
Yes,
Ew.
it does.
No.
That looks like a Brawl Out character.
Looks like a
mobile
game.
Now, what's that? What's
not
that
quite
furry
that bad.
fighter? Platform fighter game? He about to be in that.
Earth
Bro.
Romancer, that one.
Yeah, of course you would know the
Oh,
name.
that one.
What?
Wait, what?
Yo,
Wait,
yo,
wait, wait,
yo,
wait,
We
wait.
on
What's
to
the name
you.
of this game?
We on to you. Earthmancer. Or something.
Earthmancer.
Earth
It's a-
Romancer.
It's like a furry fighter platform fighter game. And obviously, McDareth, our resident furry, knows the name of
Okay.
it.
I'm not going to stand for this.
Yes, then sit down.
Well, it's cool to be a furry in 2018, man. Come on.
I didn't
Look at
say
Sonic
I have nothing
costume.
against furries at all.
I know. I'm trying to make.
I was
McDareth
just
feel better.
saying.
That's
I
all.
was just not
I know.
surprised that he knew the name of the game.
Why am I being... Okay, I can't just know names of games. I have to be typecasted? Is how it's...
Why-
No, but I'm just saying
Dude,
it's not a
there's nothing to be
coincidence. It's not a
ashamed of, man.
coincidence that you
It's
knew.
fine. It's fine.
Oh.
2018, man. You're good.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody was gonna know, it was gonna be you.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. No, you know what I'm saying? Anyways.
Okay, so moving away from furries, there is one other rumor that I want to talk about. Specifically, I want to talk about the guy who made up this rumor being completely full of it, which is Marcus Sellers.
Oh my yes! Please talk about this guy. Please talk
I want to bring him up.
And I'm
Everybody-
so, bro, it's the
everybody
funniest
is
part
doing
about
video.
that guy is that his icon on Twitter is a fucking Falco picture, bro. It's so
There
funny.
with him
bro.
undercover.
The only
Every
reason
time
I know about him because I see that picture of Falco every time.
That shit is so fucking funny, bro.
But yeah, he apparently posted some rumor to Twitter. We're not going to focus on this for too long. I'm just going to bring it up because people asked to. He brought up this rumor that there's going to be a new Nintendo Switch that comes out next year. Wow, that's shocking. I can't believe they would make a new version of the Switch. It's not like they've ever done that for the 3DS.
No,
I think that's gonna happen.
wait,
soon.
Yeah, I think so too,
You're not
of
gonna say
course.
say the rest. What?
It's not worth it. It's not worth our time.
Yes, it is. No.
What, the
No.
4K
You,
thing
you're
and
not
about
gonna
how it's
because
gonna have, like,
you didn't make
double
it
the
sound
memory?
bad enough. My
right,
man
well,
said
you
there's
want-
gonna be
pull it
a.
up.
My man said, okay, where's the damn tweet at?
I'm looking for it right now.
I got it
He
somewhere.
made the whole
I
thing
got it
up.
on my
I mean,
phone
it's, like,
somewhere.
Clear as day.
I'm about to post it in the chat so I can put it on the stream. Hold on.
Okay.
My
All right,
man
post it
lost
in
his
the
day. Who was telling him this shit though? Like, where does he
Nobody.
pull
He's
this?
making it up, dude.
Nah. Somebody. I feel like he gets it from somewhere, but he doesn't care if it's
Don't
right
you
or wrong.
remember? Remember when Connor Eats
I
Pants?
remember when that's my boy Connor Eats Pants. Yeah, I remember. And he just
I have
tweeted.
the
He
tweet
just,
right
he
here,
just
by the
started tweeting. Didn't even fact check it or nothing. All right, so
Oh
look
yeah,
at
when
this-
he DM'd him and he
look at this
I
crazy
forgot
ass
about
tweet.
that.
Don't now ignore the fact that my battery about to fucking die. All right.
Can you hold on, Shofu? Can you read it in a Marcus Sellers voice? Could you
I don't know
read
how
it?
he sounds. He
Well,
probably
just attempt.
he's probably
Try.
a basement dweller and he eats fucking
Perfect.
chicken
Try it.
nuggets.
Let's
every
hear it.
day.
Let's hear it. Come on.
Nintendo will be... No, I can't do it. Nintendo
Please
will be
no.
releasing-
Oh come on,
That was the perfect voice. That was the voice.
you gotta do it.
I
You
can't,
have to do it.
I
now.
can't keep that
You
up
have
for a
to.
whole paragraph.
You have to. Zeph,
Nah,
you do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do that. Okay, hold on.
Somebody, you gotta do. Okay, there we go. Come on, Zeph.
Nintendo will be releasing a new version of the Nintendo Switch in early 2019. This console will have 8 gigabytes of RAM, 120 gigabytes of internal storage, and dynamic scaling up to 4K. Only release on this version. All Nintendo produced games will release on both.
Yikes. Bro, can we just go through this? Like, what is he talking about? Why would
Oh my
Nintendo
God.
release a new console 2 years? Wait, it's 2 years at that point, right?
2 years.
Early 2019. Why would they release a new console that completely not? It's not like a new console can't shit on the old one, but it completely makes the old Switch just fucking pointless. Why do I even have this? Like, what?
Right, and I saw a lot of people bringing up like, "Oh, well, Sony did the PS4 Pro," but you got to look at the life cycle.
That was
of the
years
Switch right
later.
now. That was
One,
years later,
and two, the regular Switch is doing so great right now.
right?
They don't need to do
right.
it.
If anything,
I
and
think
we've
they'll
talked about this on the show before, I could see them doing a new Switch next year.
Plus, this is Nintendo we're talking about. It took them fucking 5 years just to have an HD console when everybody else already had them. And we're talking about 4K? You got me fucked up, bro.
But I mean, to bring this up again, I could see them maybe doing a new Switch next year, but not something like this. I would see something if it was like maybe a smaller handheld version for kids, like a 2DS-esque kind of Switch. But I don't think it's going to be anything where they're going to iterate out on such a big way where it's going to completely make the old system irrelevant. I don't think that's they're not going to.
Not to mention that, but we know the Switch is $300 for a reason. Like, right?
No.
We know the Switch is $300 because they wanted to make it affordable and make the price look attractive to people so they can get
Right.
it. This Switch right here got to be at least $500. The one he's talking about.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. My man doesn't give a damn where it comes from or how it sounds. He's gonna tweet it anyway just to get his fucking retweets and likes. I can't stand
And
it, bro.
I saw somebody else brought up like the secondary tweet of this was where he said that Resident Evil 2 remake was going to be exclusive to the Switch Pro or whatever, that you would only get to play it on this. You wouldn't be able to play it on
That
the old
doesn't
Switch.
even make
It's just
sense,
like
bro.
it doesn't make any
Like,
sense whatsoever, man. Why would they
This is
port
how
that
you-
over?
That's insane. And then
That's
that one
crazy.
guy from IGN tweeted at him, telling him that it's completely made up, not to listen to everything he hears. And then the next
course.
tweet that he tweets is, "I took down the tweet for undisclosed reasons." Can't believe it.
Unbelievable.
It's gotta be a fucking joke.
While we're talking about IGN, are we going to talk about Philip? What's his name?
No,
The guy
why do you gotta keep bringing up these idiots? Why do you want to talk
Who
about
the
Well,
hell's
I'm just,
Phillip?
it's a news story. Oh,
Wait,
it
who's
happened.
Phillip? I
These
wanna know
people
Phillip
literally
is.
don't deserve any fucking headline at all.
All right, we won't talk about him.
Trash human being.
What
We'll
the fuck
talk about
happened? Wait, can I at least know what happened?
He just fucking
Can I
plagiarized
comment?
all of his work.
Some dude whose job was to have opinions on video games plagiarized opinions from other people.
Yeah.
Yikes. Maybe he couldn't be fucked
Literally,
to, maybe he couldn't be bothered to play
stupid
the
you
game.
gotta be.
People are bringing up. I actually
just.
I just pulled a Philip actually because I copied this podcast topic from another podcast I just listened to. So
And
There
look
you go.
how well it went for you.
clearly it went terribly. So guys, never plagiarize. That's
We out here preaching morals to people.
exactly. And then on the topic of this 4K Switch thing, and then we're going to move away from this. I could potentially see them releasing a dock that could upscale to 4K, but they're not going to have a system that renders out images in 4K. That's not going to happen. Scaling is different from rendering, and people forget that. And I do think that like I could see a scaled dock at some point coming to maybe work with like 4K TVs and make your games look a little bit better. But I certainly don't think we're getting like a 4K Switch anytime soon.
Scaling's not cheap. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Then there you go. Perfect. You heard it right from War Champ.
It's not cheap, and it's also kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
the only
shame,
times-
actually. Oh, go ahead.
the
Go
only-
ahead.
Yeah, the only times to do scaling is when it's like it's not reasonable for it to happen any other way. So like scaling up retro consoles to work on an HD TV properly. Like scaling up 1080p to 4K with a piece of like extra hardware as opposed to just like making the system better it's usually not going to be worth just them making a better system.
Yeah. It's a shame that D1 had to leave because the very next topic I want to talk about is something that he probably would have been interested in and that he missed during the EVO discussion. And McDareth, you actually brought up that you wanted to talk about this week. This is the whole idea of what the competitive scene is going to look like for Smash Ultimate and sort of like testing things and what the new standard will be, talking about final Smash meters and 3v3 competitive. So do you want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's ironic he left because he was in the original discussion and he was kind of against it. At first, he led with a side event and people got mad. But anyway,
No, that's because he misunderstood what side of it
Yeah, he said
meant
it.
to most
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
But basically, he was saying that, when the game drops, he's not against having the Smash meter on, but he'd rather see people try that. He didn't mean side event the way most people think of it, so I'm not going to repeat that part, but...
Right.
but yeah, just like the thing with Smash, when you hear side event, you're so used to like stuff that's
like
tried
bullshit,
and never
yeah,
touched again.
like 4v4 type stuff, so...
So yeah, like the idea is like DM Brandon brought up the idea of he had two different ideas. Hold on, man. It was like, two different ideas. One was either just 3v3. So it's the way that you each player picks 3 characters. You each use one stock of those characters, like with the God, what is that mode called? You know, the mode they showed in the last direct.
Squad Strike?
Squad Strike.
Yeah, Squad Strike. And then have that be the new competitive way, because what that would do is it encourages people who normally, like, say me, like, I play Falco. So normally you're not going to see a Falco late in tournament. But if I could play Falco and then 2 other characters that complement him, maybe I could go further. So you, like, character specialists, you could see them more often, because it's not like, pick the best character in the game, or you're just out.
You know
Like, you
damn
can't
well you'd pick
do
2 other
stuff.
trash-ass characters.
I pick who I like. Anyway, like that's really a cool idea. Another way he thought about it was, he thought, what if you could do bans on characters? Was that's probably too
stupid.
far?
That's stupid.
Yeah,
no.
that's too far for Smash. But it's like super esports. But I think it's a cool idea and something that we should definitely try. It's such a cool way to like take the Smash formula, add something new to
Like
it, and
I
also
said, man.
encourage more characters.
I said, how do you know we wouldn't even be playing like that in the first place if that was the norm in Smash to begin with? Like,
Yeah.
if we could pick 3 characters at once from the beginning, who's to say we wouldn't actually play like that competitively?
Yeah.
We should at least try it.
Whack
but-
ass shit War Champ would come up with 2 years ago.
Huh?
Like legal Midgar.
Oh my God! Please.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. this
But
time.
every stage is legal.
We're gonna turn
Oh yeah,
off
that's
ads
hey.
and
Hold on,
do
that's
that.
Every
fact.
stage is
You're
legal.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, every single stage is legal at this point. So there's no discussion of we could do.
Oh,
a
not
Midgard.
quite. There's
They're all legal.
been discussion about that actually.
Wait, okay, explain.
You
What?
can't just make every stage legal, dude. You gotta have a list.
So for everybody's knowledge, there is a section on Smashboards called Community VIP where only approved posters can post, but
Why are you
anyone
doing
can read
this?
it.
Because
We currently have a thread going on Smash Ultimate rule set philosophy where we
No,
have
no,
a whole
no,
bunch
no.
of
Not what you were
videos.
saying. How you were saying.
Oh,
I'm
the
shilling.
VIP room.
I'm shilling.
VIP back. You could chill. All you want.
Yeah, so it's like a back room except everyone can see it, so it's more kind of like a front room.
What's it
basically,
called?
It's called Community VIP.
I'm
The
looking
people that
on
can
here
post
right
in it
now.
are flagged as
Logging on.
distinguished users. But it's towards the top of the forum. Basically,
yeah, I see
anyone
it.
who's like a top player or a notable TO or like event organizer or anyone like who's important or like content creator or anything, they're able to post in this forum. But random people can't like interject and derail threads. So it's only like high level discussion. There's a thread going on in there right now about Smash Ultimate rule set stuff, and some people have actually brought up points on how some stages with hazards off actually might still not be legal. Someone was saying that they saw Town and City with hazards off, and the triplats were like stupid far off stage. They weren't like above the platform. It was like the old ass like N64 Yoshi story, like way off.
That's
the
a stage that wouldn't.
Oh,
even,
weird.
that's a stage that wouldn't need hazards off anyways, though, right?
That's
big
the
deal.
other worry I have.
If
is
we,
that
if
they're
we
gonna,
have
like,
Shofu, if we have 102 stages else to choose from, are we really going to pick the one that can stretcher people off with hazards on?
It's not a big
but
deal.
it's a unique
regardless.
stage.
No,
Like,
no,
Yeah,
no.
I'm with
worried
you.
about this.
But no, here's the
Because
thing.
I mean, the
No,
big
hold
worry
on.
for me was like in the era of Smash 4, there were so many people who were against Duck Hunt, and I thought that was totally fine.
Bro,
I
they
still
literally
get to see-
literally banned Duck Hunt because of Evo.
yeah,
They're
only
not
reason.
slick. They're gonna act like they did it because of the camping or whatever, but they literally did it because
Because of
Yeah.
we had the stage on Sunday and the game was gonna
Yeah.
be on Disney and
they're like,
ESPN. So
What
they
if
got
camp on TV.
yeah, that's, bro. It's a fucking joke. Are you serious?
So stupid.
They
So-
literally banned it because of one event. It's been
So,
gone ever
Town and
since.
City possibly having weird platform layout with hazards off is one thing. Another thing talked about in that thread is we're probably not going to have a situation where we toggle between hazards on and off if it's buried too deep in the menus, or even just at all.
Yeah, I feel that.
We might end up in a situation where, like, we have 100 something stages to choose from. I'm
Yeah.
sure with hazards turned off, we can pick a good rule set. So we're probably not going to end up in a situation where we're going to have like this stage with hazards on and this stage with hazards off.
Yeah, I feel that.
When
There's no need for
we're
all
probably
that.
we're probably going to be fine without that. So
I'm
Town
not about
and City,
to.
from
I'm not
what we
about to.
know, is probably gone.
See, but like I want people to experiment a little bit.
Town
Like
and
I
City
know
doesn't
the
need to be
reason.
done.
I
No, that's not what
100%
I
agree
mean.
with
Yeah. I'm just like I was bringing up an example like Pokemon Stadium, right? As we have the new HD version of the original Pokemon Stadium, and people had Pokemon Stadium. A lot of people were against having Pokemon Stadium as a legal stage in Melee just because of the stage shifts. But I feel like Pokemon Stadium, the regular version of that stage, if it's the same as it was in Melee but just looks better, I would like if that was still legal. And I understand there's the whole camping thing about like the rock area and the fire area, but beyond
Maybe.
that, I like that stage still, and I want to see that stage and things like Fountain of Dreams and some of the other classic Melee stages. I want to see the regular versions of them in tournament play for Ultimate.
I feel like it. So where the hazard switch is, it's in rules. So it's like in rules, you go back 2 screens, you turn it, you switch it, you go back to your stage. I don't think that's big enough to be like, okay, so now Fountain has to be a standard tri-plat. Lilac can't tilt, even though it barely tilts in this game to begin
Right,
with. So
exactly.
They already adjusted. On the Dreamland is legal, Wispy doesn't blow. Town and City, like the platforms are screwed up. It's like, I get that having a hazard toggle is a great thing, but I'm so worried that because it exists, all these stages that are unique in their hazards, which are just little things that make them different, are just
Yeah.
going to get turned off and we're going to lose them because the community like, oh, well, we don't want to go back and change a thing. We have this, just force it on. Like, that's less of the 3v3 thing too. Like, I really think we have a chance to do so many cool things with this game, and right from the get-go, people want to make it, the rule set we've been using for so many years and not change anything. And
I
feel
think
like
that
that's
the
gonna be
good
a
thing,
waste.
though, the good thing about this game is I feel like with the onset, I mean, obviously YouTube existed with Smash 4, and to some extent it existed with Brawl as well. But I think because there are so many people who, want to be Smash YouTubers or are Smash YouTubers and want to make
Terrible
unique
idea.
content, I do think no, but I do think like people will experiment, and having people who are voices within the community trying these things out and not necessarily being against
no.
could ultimately sway. You don't think so?
That's not going to affect the actual competitive.
It's
going to
be
bro.
people
The
in the background
of course not.
who
I
make a
know.
decision, and then that's forced. There's no choice. And like that's
Me,
my worry. And in
me
Smash,
playing a
like,
different way on Twitter or on YouTube, excuse me, is not going to influence the competitive scene to try anything different.
So you don't think like if you and me and Alpharad and Relaxalax and Styles, if everybody just played like Squad Strike with Final Smash Meter on, that wouldn't become the norm?
Fuck no.
No. Because
Really?
in reality, when the TOs decide this is what we run at our events, unless they ever change their mind, the second something gets banned in Smash, it's gone. Like it does not come. The only thing that changed was Meta Knight. Meta Knight got banned. Japan didn't like it, and was not going to come back to events. They unbanned him.
He barely got banned.
But even still, like besides that, when something gets taken out of Smash, it never comes back.
Yeah.
Mies, definitely there was an easy way to find like a best set for Mies. No one wanted to be bothered anymore. They just put them in 1-1-1. That was it. It was done. Like that's why I'm so worried with this game. They're gonna try and super like. I really want. I want Smash to be super good competitive.
This is why I want
but, like,
Sakurai to just straight up dictate what the fuck he wants, man. This is why I don't want a rage toggle. I want him to either decide to turn it on or turn it off. Period. I don't want these people to decide
like
anything.
Nintendo circuit.
Because then I gotta suffer through this bullshit. All right.
Well, to me, I'm glad you said that about Sakurai, because that article we were talking about earlier, there's a little segment, I'm just going to read this clip. It says, the Smash Brothers series is to walk a difficult line between satisfying the kind of player who wants to have fun with their friends and enjoy some Nintendo fan service, and a satisfying, thriving competitive scene in which professional players can play for glory and prize money. You can see it in the Smash Brothers Nintendo Directs. A lot of time is spent on the specifics of animation frames, ledge canceling, and other details that would only be noticeable to the most dedicated players. Sakurai often watches pro Smash tournaments online and states that the one thing I always think is that if only they used more different stages and items, there'd be a lot more variety in the gameplay. Straight out of Sakurai's mouth.
Yeah, and like that's the part I wanted to bring up. Is like that quote to me talks that to me. Okay, this is very much projection. That to me looks like a lot of stuff we're facing with Smash Ultimate right now, where we have a chance to make this game so diverse. Like I liked DM Brandon's point
but
where
listen though,
Wait,
he can say that, but at the same time, there's so much random bullshit that can happen with the way the way he just said we should play. But
yeah. No,
if he
I get what you're saying.
if he understands the competitive side of the game, then he should understand that we're trying to reduce the random factors as much as possible by making the stage list how we make it and making the rules of how we make it.
I feel like in this game,
I can continue. Let me continue his quote
in this game and just felt like did it though.
The quote keeps going because he says, "If we were to lean towards one kind of player or the other, game development would be easier. But forgoing the pros or forgoing the beginners wouldn't result in Smash as it is now. And that's something that I hold dear and important. In the arcades when I was younger, there was a game called King of Fighters 95, and I thought it was pretty good. I had a 50-strong win streak on Street Fighter 2 around that time too." So I don't know why he's flexing, but okay. It goes on.
He's
and
letting
says,
us know that he
was
was beating the brakes off of people.
right. So he
Before
says,
half of us were born.
He says, I was playing King of Fighters once, and the way arcades are set up in Japan, you can't really see the person you're playing against because you're on opposite sides of the cabinet. I was feeling pleased with myself because I was winning, and it turned out to be a total beginner with their partner, just trying to have fun.
That
And
boy beat the brakes off little Timmy, bro.
And he says, I thought, oh no, I shouldn't have beaten them so badly. Now they're going to feel like they never want to play again. So it is important to think about the beginner crowd. But obviously, when talking about the competitive scene, I feel like that aspect of it can be foregone. Though I understand why the options are still there based on what he said.
What's significant in that is that he is at least acknowledging the competitive community verbally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's straight up saying we're not forgetting about you guys. But he's also not going to forget about little Timmy, who wants to have fun with his friends.
And that's why to me, I feel with Ultimate, with all the stuff in there where we have so much choice, and to decide that we're just gonna scrape it to the bare bones.
It's not, like, can we blame these people though? We got to look at it from way back. These people had items on during Brawl. Like they're not trying to fuck around with this game. They're trying to play the most. I can see it. They're trying to play competitively. They're not trying to have all this bullshit that could affect that. Or affect the interaction.
I'm not blaming them. I think that's fine. I'm talking about like TOs who want it to be like the set way and never change anything.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a reason they're like that, and it's not their fault if we're being real here. Because
here's the thing:
this has never happened before.
we've had item toggle for a long time. If Sakurai wanted us to use items in competitive, there's a very easy way to do that. Keep the item toggle that we have. We can go through all the items and turn off all the things that can insta-kill you at 0. The problem is, fucking items themselves can spawn in capsules that blow you up at 0.
Well, which is why I think it's important to say, look at something like what they're doing with the Smash meter. Whereas there was always that random aspect and the polarity of the Smash balls, and now he's like, you know what? Forget about it. People like Final Smashes. They're flashy. I saw what people were seeing at EVO with all these flashy super moves. I want that in Smash Brothers. I want people to play with this. Here's this Final Smash meter kind of mode. I ultimately feel like, honestly, EVO and the competitive community is what forced him to put meter in there, because I think he wants people to actually show off Final Smashes, because they put a lot of work into Final Smashes. They're unique. Even the way that they're implementing it with the meter, where they're going to be like weaker versions of the moves. I think it's important that we at least test with meter on. I really do. If anything out of this game, I think.
So,
but if we're gonna do that,
we really want.
We
There's
need
something
to.
very important I want to say.
Well, let's hear it. Yeah.
I completely agree with McDareth that I want us to try out lots of stuff with this game. I don't want us to do the same thing as Smash Wii U, where we just slap on like a couple stocks, a couple minutes. It's worked since Melee. Let's go and find stages that work. Like, I want us to try new things. The problem is we're seeing the same thing that usually happens when Sakurai tries to appease the competitive crowd, where he goes like 95% of the way in addressing what we want. For example, Final Smash meters. I really, really want us to like give Final Smash meters a actual try and see if it can be interesting. Like, do like 3 stock or 4 stock with Final Smash meters on. The problem, Final Smashes are too strong. Ones with meter are weaker. We still fucking saw Marth's Final Smash, which is a one-hit kill from his game. Still one-hit kill, a Lucas at 20%.
Here's the thing. Right?
Obviously, they
the
have
same thing.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. No, you didn't just
killed him
compare
at
that.
20.
You did not just
Little
compare that
Mac-
to Little Mac. You did not just do that. There's no way.
Little
just
Mac
did that.
can't just kill you at 20
No,
with KO.
you're not doing that. You're not comparing Mart's Final Smash to Lil Mac's KO Punch, knowing damn well Lil Mac's some trash. There ain't no way. Lil Mac has he has that mechanic for a reason.
There's also the fact, I'm not defending this. I think Final Smash meters are stupid. The reason why I think you see Lucas's Final Smash doing 5 damage and Marth's killing is because you have to aim Marth's, and Marth's can kill you. So with Sakurai, he was thinking, okay, they have to actually use thought with this button. Let's at least make them get a kill for it. With Lucas, he sits there invincible for 5 seconds while everyone on the stage explodes.
Look,
That's what I think.
That's true.
Bare minimum, obviously, what War Chat is saying is a problem, but they would clearly have to be more balanced before we even gave that a shot in the first place.
So
like
here's
a
the
realistic
thing.
chance.
But I do think, though, that if it became the standard, right, if it became the norm, then he would take balancing the Final Smashes into consideration with some of the patches. Because, you know,
I mean, nothing
patches.
guarantees
Possibly that. The other thing I want to
sure,
consider
that's
is
true.
it's so Marth's Final Smash with meter still insta killing at 0 or 20 is a problem from the perspective of how we've made rule sets before. I think in a world where you couldn't turn off Final Smash meter and it was just a thing, we would learn to deal with it, and Marth would just be a top tier character. That's the problem I don't want to run into with Ultimate, where we we completely nullify or remove a possible rule set feature because one character is
Way
like,
too good with that rule set.
one or a few characters
Oh,
benefits
yeah.
well from it.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel
if
that.
it makes them, if Marth can fucking build meter with like a down throw, up air, forward air, like auto combo that works on everyone, and now he's got an insta kill, then yeah, it's a problem. He's busted. He's not just really good with meter; he's busted. If we have a case where someone's busted, then we get rid of the feature. That's what happened with Meta Knight and Brawl. We removed some stages because
feel like
Meta Knight was busted.
Yeah, I feel like we should start with everything and work our way down instead of just straight up saying
Yes.
fuck
There's
fuck
one
this,
thing-
fuck that.
Definitely.
Absolutely agree.
One thing about the Final Smash meter that no one talks about. Sakurai said in the direct, if you're looking for a party, try this mode out. He didn't say try this mode out for serious matches. He knows it's bullshit.
Well, I just want the
We'll
game
see.
to come out before we even start talking about shit like this. Because
Yeah, I think he's all it is.
people are
He
mad
wants
annoying
us to
on
have the
Twitter.
most options possible to have the
Yeah,
game
he's-
work the way we want.
But see, that's the thing too. I know he's trying to help us out, but I really wish he would make some decisions himself. Like if that rage thing is really toggleable, I don't like that. I want the design to be what he wants it to be. I want the rage to be designed in the game if he wants rage to be designed in the game, and not me being able to
because
turn
the
it on.
game was designed around rage or without rage.
Exactly.
Like when we don't know which
I don't
one.
like that shit.
But I do want to go back to something you brought up earlier. Well, everybody was talking about it, which is like the TOs in the back room. They're the ones who are eventually going to like be deciding on this. And so I'm thinking of this from a casual perspective. Like if somebody who's never seen Smash Brothers before is sitting down and watching a game at Evo, like what would they be more interested in? A perfect example of that is my girlfriend is not huge into competitive fighting games. She loves fighting games, but like doesn't really care about the mechanics. But Dragon Ball FighterZ was still really, really fun for her to watch at Evo because you had all the crazy moves and the cutscenes, and it was like colorful and bombastic. And you could see Sakurai making moves towards that with this game. So we have like the slow-mo effect when Falcon lands his Falcon Punch, and I think with like the final Smash meter. I think if the TOs realize and the people in the back room realize that this is going to get more people into the game outside of just the regular community that's already going to care about it, they might want to test the waters and have that on like a grand stage. Because then you could show this to your mom or something, and she's not just going to be bored seeing two characters going back and forth and trying to directional air dodge and do all this crazy stuff. She'll actually see like a giant final smash move, and she'll see like these slow-mo effects, and she might be interested in actually watching more of the game. And I think that's really important to push our community mainstream. We need to do things that appeal to a demographic that isn't just the people who go to locals every weekend and watch, the different tournaments, whether it's Evo or whatever, or, check the rankings. I think you have to appeal to somebody who's never played Smash before.
But see, my thing is, I agree with that, and that's why I want to see new stuff, because I feel like actually doing new stuff is going to be what will take the game and make it bigger instead of just being the same thing the whole time.
Exactly.
But I also worry that I feel like, because with at least Smash 4, a lot of people making decisions weren't even like serious competitors. Yeah, they ran tournaments, but like they just made knee-jerk decisions based on, we think this should work. So this is now the rule set. Like when Duck Hunt got banned, it never came back.
This is why the Smash Board section exists and why I want to really push for it to get used. And also why I'm happy to actually see it getting used right now by a lot of major players. Like Vate's in that thread, Swar's in that thread.
I see Rapture in there.
Rapture's in the thread.
Yeah.
Max Ketchup's in the thread, even though he talked about how much he hates forums as just like the structure of them. He still got his piece in there, and that's why I really want that section to get used, because it's basically a discussion only between the people who are going to make those decisions or influence those decisions, but everyone can see it, and so everyone in other places like Twitter can like give people feedback on what they pitch into that thread. It kind of like keeps these people accountable if they actually use this for these discussions. That's the thing, is like they can totally make threads here and then still have stuff behind closed doors. The important thing is going to be for these discussions, whether it's Smashboards or somewhere else. It doesn't have to be Smashboards. It's like, this is just something that we put together on Smashboards that can work for this. If they find a better way to do this where they have these discussions and it's publicly visible, fine. Like, go for it. I just want to make sure, and I really want to see it happen, that the discussions about rule sets and stuff like this happen where the community can see it. And the community, maybe not directly like in the thread, but through other means, can give their thoughts to basically the people who are representing them.
Next.
I'm just like, this is like, I'm super excited for this game, but this is like my only worry right now is that there's a chance for a lot of stuff.
What we do?
Happen, and
We
it's just not
fucking get the game. We play however we want to play. I go to.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not playing competitive. I don't give a fuck about any of this
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. I'm gonna be at my house. I'm gonna have my 3 characters in my squad strike, and I'm gonna play.
I'm gonna play
Whatever
stage more
these-
poker
whatever-
floats and Big Blue.
I ain't going to no tournaments anyways. I don't care about these
Yep.
dweebs. Whatever they decide, they can decide it. I'm gonna watch the tournaments.
Did Roger die?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, he's just over.
I was letting you guys talk. Yeah, I'm being a good host. I'm letting the discussion continue.
No, you're doing good. It's just like you were lit up, so I thought you like broke.
Oh, no.
You're just open mic.
Yeah.
I definitely don't care about the rule set that much anyways, because I'm not gonna be the one competing. So they can have their dumbass arguments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this whole
I'm gonna be at
discussion
home
doesn't mean
playing
anything to
Zeph.
me.
Yeah.
You're gonna be playing Falco. I'm gonna be playing Fox. Wait, is Falco in the game? We don't know
Oh
yet.
my
Never mind.
God.
We don't know if he's in.
Anyway, I don't know because I'm still
He's a ghost
someone who
fighter.
does compete. So all this stuff is like, I don't know. I just want the game to succeed and do well.
The problem you guys always have is you always keep running in circles with the same arguments.
I mean, but that's bound to happen because the game isn't out yet, right? I think once the game actually comes out, we'll table the discussion. We'll come back to it then. But in the meantime, last thing I want to bring up before we get to viewer questions, Shofu, you were doing something the other day. You want to tell viewers what you were doing?
Bro, can I get some specifics? What the fuck?
So you were at Bandai Namco for a certain reason.
Oh yeah,
why were you over there?
Yeah. They were trying to tell me that Goku's about to be in Smash.
Exactly what I was hoping you were going to say. So did you get any information on Goku being in Super Smash Brothers?
I ran up on one of the employees with my camera. I said, "Is Goku about to be in Smash?" He didn't say anything. He ran away. That's all I needed to see.
All right. And there it is. Goku confirmed. Goku confirmed.
Are you sure we should do viewer questions? Because this is a long fucking episode.
I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one.
Okay.
Because I think this guy needs to redeem himself. So if you remember, there was the question
no.
about
Oh, no.
Cartoon Network. Yeah. No. But I ran this question by you guys before we started, and you guys said this question was good. So we're going to read. He's going to redeem himself. All right. So this is from Nate again. And he says, many people have stated that we're not getting any more stages revealed after last week's Direct. If that's the case, then are those limits just on the remaining newcomers for Ultimate's base roster? Like if Isaac finally got in, wouldn't he come with the Golden Sun stage? Same goes for any potential third-party character. Perhaps the remaining characters stem only from pre-established franchises rather than new ones. What's your take on this? Are the 100 stages on the dot set in stone, or could we still get more?
Can you look at a stage?
No.
No,
I don't think every new character will get it. I think third parties and characters that aren't represented will get stages. I don't think the 103 is concrete.
Of course not.
Yeah, I thought even the way it was worded in the Direct, it didn't sound like that was the final number.
Yeah.
Because there are some characters like that we could just we could feel that they're gonna be in. They would need a stage.
Well, I mean, maybe like a new Pokemon, a new Animal Crossing character,
like
a new
if they
like,
added
Sonic
a
character.
new, if they added a Gen 7 mon, what the fuck? Where can we play on? I don't know. Where would we even go to play
There's
on?
tons of
Maybe
Pokemon
not-
stages. I mean, Pokemon Stadium. Just throw them a Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, maybe not
What does that region
Pokemon.
even cover? Like, could they do another league like the past two games?
Alola?
Yeah, Lola. So like a Lola League, have like that room since we have the leagues for two other
Well,
ones.
the Alola
Oh,
League
yeah.
room's kind of garbage. Like, if you're gonna put an Alola stage in there, I would want to see like the Aether Foundation or something cool like that. Maybe like the Ultra Space, Ultra Beast place. Be kind of
Yeah, Corrin never got a stage when they got
Yeah.
added.
Yeah,
You know what
perfect.
they
I
could
think
also
it'll be for like the shock characters, the third parties, the big
Right.
hitters will get stages.
give us a nice Pokken stage.
That's not canon.
So are we
So
gonna
Game
get
Freak doesn't care
are we
about
getting
it.
Crisis City when we eventually see that Shadow the Hedgehog reveal?
I mean,
Spiral
we're gonna-
Mountain, Banjo-Kazooie?
Crisis isn't Shadow though.
Oh, shows how much I know. Oh well.
Crisis City is Silver.
Oh, I still want Chemical Plant Zone. I think that'd be awesome.
Boy,
probably
you
never
look
gonna
like a
happen at this
chemical
point,
plant.
Thank you. I'll take it. Magikarp Festival. People are saying in the chat from
No.
Pokken. I don't think so. Or the Forest Maze is another good one. If Gino does actually end up getting in, maybe we'd get like a Mario RPG.
Yeah, it would be weird if Gino got in and not a stage. That
Yeah.
that would be really fucking weird.
They already fucking made music for the stage.
Did they?
Yeah, there was a Super Mario RPG song in Brawl
Yeah, they didn't get put in.
back when
Oh.
Gino got cut.
He's coming. He is coming. And
I
when
hope so.
Gino arrives, I don't know. Something bad will happen.
This is when we need D1 around right now. Maybe.
For Gino?
I'll just start
Yeah.
screaming.
That's fine. You'll be basically how D1 was screaming about Snake. You'll be that guy
Yeah.
for the Gino reveal. That's good.
Uh,
All right. Well,
I
go ahead.
hopped in late today. Zeph, did you guys bother talking about that one? I think you posted it. The one that was on GameFAQs.
Oh no, I think that shit was fake. I couldn't find any like record of
It
it.
was interesting though. I
Wait,
I
so
don't-
what was the game?
I only
Oh,
wanna
the
talk
free
about it 'cause
Sony
I'm-
thing?
No. I only want to
It
talk
was-
about it because it got me hyped. Someone
was
posted
just
a game
yeah.
facts leak, and they said a couple things, and then they said their proof was in 8 hours this video's title will be updated to Bomb Run Blush, and it was the unlisted YouTube video for Bomb Run Blush.
Yeah, they ended up being wrong. I misread it.
But the leak was a lot of the characters we've heard kicked around already, like Shadow Echo Fighter, stuff like that. And then it also had Lloyd on it, which is why I got amped, because Bandai Namco's making the game, and that would make the most sense as a Tails rep
Lloyd would be
at
cool.
this point.
Yeah.
And like, I want it to happen so bad, even though I know that post was fake as shit. I want Lloyd to happen. But the other really interesting thing in that post was they said Bandana D as an Echo Fighter.
Of who? What, of Meta Knight or
Yeah,
something?
exactly. That's like,
That's so weird.
it was such a weird thing. And like, a lot of people were just like, oh yeah, I can imagine him as an Echo Fighter of Meta Knight. I'm like, yeah, it'd be kind of neat. It would kind of
Yeah.
work.
I mean, I guess he could have a different up B, right?
Yeah,
And a different down B. I mean,
He
we
could
saw
pull
that with
moves from
Trump.
Kirby and Meta Knight, but it
Yeah.
would be weird.
yeah.
At that point, though, maybe just make him his own character.
Yeah,
An
he
Echo
he
Fighter.
deserves his own
look,
character.
You can look at Crom, and he's got like the different up B. He might have some other different moves too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It started making me think, because it would actually be kind of cool, like Bandana D as an Echo Fighter of Meta Knight, and just like instead of all the sword swipes, it was just little like stabby motions with the spear. It would be kind of cool.
Bandana D can't teleport, though. What would his down B be?
It would be a different move. That's like one of the
That'd be
ones
so
they
weird.
changed.
Bandana D picks up his cap, he takes off the bandana and swips it around and then teleports him.
Oh my god.
It would be so cool.
It'd be funny. It definitely would be funny.
Can you even do mock tornado though?
No.
Yeah, that's why this whole thing is stupid. He
Yeah,
would throw
no.
neutral B would be spear throw. But yeah, that's like everything I think for now.
I mean, you put the idea in my head now, though, and I do think
know,
it'd be kind of
it's
funny.
It doesn't make any fucking sense, but it's kind of cool to think about.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes about as much sense as Garth War of Mewtwo. And I think that's where we're going to wrap the show up this week. So, guys, where can people find you? We're going to go in Discord order.
You can find me everywhere at Coastward, and you can find my Discord coastward.moe, and remember, Ghost.
And McDareth, you had something you wanted to plug this week, too, right?
Yeah. So first off, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at McDareth. And so I have an announcement that is going live right now on Twitter and YouTube. So I'm doing another shirt sale, and yeah, so that's up now. If you're interested in checking out, it's teespring.com/it's MC Crest.
So that's what we're doing.
All one word. Yes. And it's designed by Jay's Raids. So so if you're interested, check it out. And yes, thank you.
Cool. Mike, I'm waiting for you, man.
Huh?
I got to hear teamjapantime.cool. You got to say it.
Yeah, you can go to teamjapantime.cool, and you can add me on Pocket Camp.
Do I need to add Pocket
Can I
Camp
just
friend
turn my
code
stream
to
on?
the fucking team pages?
Yeah, just turn it off.
Yeah, we're out of here. I'm leaving.
Oh, man. And you can find me everywhere.
Nah,
Rogers
don't worry
Base
about
on YouTube, on